showtime. It's showtime! It's showtime, everybody! Showtime! It's showtime, baby. Showtime! 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 Showtime.
Here we go. Been a day, it's been a day. It's been a day. I know I'll be having difficulty with this. Give me a second. Here we go. Here we go. What's going on with everybody? How y'all feeling? Here we go. The end of the night. End of the night. Start of a new day. The end of the night. Guess I better do this the right way. All right. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Oh boy, I'm gonna get these questions together bottom of the screen, but I ain't gonna worry about it right now. Today, y'all can rock with that question if y'all want to. I ain't tripping out. Oh man, Jesus, I feel like I'm scrambling. It's cool. But welcome to another After Hour. After Hour. See it at the bottom of the screen, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help me take care of them YouTube police. It's for the free ski. I feel discombobulated tonight. Did nothing happen out of the normal. It's been a cool day. It's been a cool day for the most part. Kind of got a story to tell, but I don't know if I should tell it. I had a story about Ice Cube that I was going to tell. I might tell it later. No, I'll save it for the end of the show. I want to talk about Ice Cube. It's an interesting conversation. Oh, man. But welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am Oops Great. We're going to cover a myriad of topics. Real quick, a little bit of house cleaning. One of the most prevalent stories has been this Killer Mike. No, it's not a killer. The Red Bull cipher, period. Just encompassing. But because it was a fire cipher. To see it Atlanta based was dope to see. See the past. I guess you say the present, because T.I. just put out an album. So he will be the present and the future being Damani. So that was a dope little grouping. But the noise has gotten louder around One Killer Mike, especially since we let the streets tell it. He had some feelings about one FD signifier. If you're unfamiliar with him as a black and brown individual, hey, shame on you. But that was supposed to be in a rundown today. Well, tonight I made the business decision to take that out of the rundown because it deserves its own just show. For one, it's not proper a proper conversation to have for the late night show. Late night shows where we unwind for the night, we kick it, we smoke, we drink, we talk our ish, all that good stuff. And at the end of the day, the late night show is supposed to be fun. And I just refuse to put in a topic that isn't fun, but I don't want anybody to think I'm shortchanging my duties of talking about what will be a difficult topic, because at least at this moment, I'm a fan of, I can still say I'm a fan of his music as far as Killer Mike is concerned, but outside the music, there are some things we need to talk about. And I just want to broach that topic the right way. And the late night show where I'm drinking and smoking, we talking our shit. We really just having fun, ain't it? So I just want to make sure y'all know I'm not skipping that topic at all, especially after we, for the most, I gotta get out of the habit of saying we. For those of us who watch Culture United and seeing the temperature in the room, that should be more than enough to signal that's a topic that we need to broach separately. But I will say it was very uncomfortable to watch that conversation being had for Jeremy Heck sitting there, and there's no issue with Jeremy Heck. I love the bigger picture when it was out. I've watched a little bit of his individual content here and there, but they were having a very black-centric conversation in the presence of someone who I would call an other, and that was uncomfortable. A lot of times we watch Glass Malone broach these black and brown conversations, and we tend to always get to a point where it's like, all right, not around company, with the others being the company. This is not a conversation we need to have in front of them. This is where we air out our own dirty laundry amongst ourselves. And it just seemed like I really wish somebody would have just wrapped that conversation up, or understand the possibility this conversation get heavy and heated. Maybe this is not the show to have Jeremy Heck on, but again, I can't tell somebody what to do with their own platform. If Justin felt the need to have Jeremy there for whatever reason, that's a Justin thing. I can't tell that man what to do with his own platform. Just like can't nobody tell me what to do with this. I can have on here who I want. So I have to respect his decision that it was cool to have Jeremy there, whether I agree or not. Now, with that being said, we can have some fun, because that's what we're here to do. I got me something to drink. I'll drink it later tonight, but I got me something to drink. It's gonna get me where I need to be, because I had a little nip earlier. Definitely gonna smoke, and we're gonna do our thing. So let's get to it. Yeah, y'all see that? Y'all see your boy getting fancy with it. You see these transitions out here. You see these transitions. Look, you know how long I worked on getting that to work like that? You know how long it takes to do the smallest little things? You had to learn them first. So it's like doing the research and then implementing said research to get little simple stuff. I know it look like I'm tripping, but look, I'm a kid. I get excited about the simplest little thing, and that little thing right there, whoosh. Yeah. Wait till once I get it a little bit tighter to where everything is like, yeah. We working hard over here, baby. We working hard over here. Let's get to it. WPLG Local 10. I seen this story. It won't take but 2 minutes to go through it. But I find it pretty neat. Oklahoma family goes viral after grandmother's sweet gesture catches Michael B. Jordan's attention. Wait till y'all see what this little old lady did. It's a cool story. Let's check it out.
Family photo wall getting a Hollywood makeover.
One Oklahoma family is going viral after a grandmother's sweet gesture caught a celebrity's attention. Mary Story never thought a magazine photo would create such a big moment for her family. She saw a picture of actor Michael B. Jordan and decided to frame it, adding him to her family photo wall as her grandson.
So this sweet little old lady. I love grandparents. Shout out to the grandparents that help us get here. But this sweet lady saw a picture of Michael B. Jordan that she loves so much that she put him amongst the family photos as her grandson. Hey, this is my grandson. Let's check it out.
Her grandchildren were so surprised by the new addition, they had to share their reaction online.
The video went viral in probably 24 hours. So by day 2, his team reached out and said, Michael has seen the video, and we want you to know that he's seen the video. He will respond, but he is on a promo run in London. But we want to send Granny something special.
That viral moment led to a personal connection between Mary and Michael. He sent her jewelry and called to thank her for including him in the family photos. Now Mary says she hopes her Hollywood grandson makes a special appearance at their next family reunion.
I thought that was dope. He ain't call her. I mean, they ain't say if it's true or not, but either way, it's nice that he went along with it. You know what I'm saying? Made her feel special. You know what I'm saying? She clearly a fan of you to the point where like she supposed to call you family. So I appreciate that he went along with it. Showed her some love. All that good stuff. But we got Torture Talk after hours. Shout out to Torture Talk. Every now and then he takes it upon himself like me to maintain these late night YouTube streets. It's not easy. It messes with your day, but you got to push through. Not only at the end of the day, but the beginning of another. So shout out to bro. Shout out to bro for picking up what's the little stick they give you? Taking the stick and running with it. Whatever, the baton. Taking the baton and running with it. But what was that? Well, where did I have it? What did I have it framed at? Do I got it framed up? Yeah, I got it framed up. Now, this is about Kendrick Lamar possibly dropping soon. The chatter's starting to raise, starting to hear a little bit more about Kendrick coming soon, Kendrick coming soon, Kendrick coming soon. I'm like, hey, all right. I mean, I'm not gonna ever say no to no Kendrick music, but I find it surprising that he would take the tail end of summer. Like the summer is like we're already past the half. Like we're just past the half, more or less. So we're winding down. So I personally find it a little bit of a surprise to get a Kendrick project. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering if he's doing it just to be, Grammy eligibility is wrapping up the end of this month or something like that. I think it's like the 20th it's like the 20th or the 23rd or something like that. So maybe he's doing it just in time to be eligible for the next round of Grammys. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what they thinking about it.
All right, man. So let's get it.
Has Kendrick and his camp already hinted at the release date of his next project? If you've been keeping up with the latest rumors and news over the last few months, it's been heavily speculated that Kendrick is about to be entering a new era and maybe dropping an album in 2026, and it is supposedly boxing and fighting themed. In this video, I dig into what we already know about this next era, a potential date that something could be announced, and some interesting parallels between a legendary boxer whose title fights could be the keys to decoding what Kendrick has planned next. This supposed boxing era would be an interesting shift from where he's been the last two eras, as Mr. Morale was very introspective, deeply spiritual, and focused on unpacking generational trauma. GNX was the victory lap post-Drake beef, paid homage to past hip-hop legends, and felt like a time capsule on where hip-hop and the music industry was leading up to 2024. But
well, I'm gonna say this too. I definitely think that Kendrick Lamar has made it to when he releases an album, it's not just an album, it's more of a spectacle. It's not just something that he's doing. This is more of a cinematic type of release. It's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a experience that he's giving people every time he releases. And his next experience, we don't know what it's going to be. But that's what I think. I
There we
definitely
go.
think that that's
My
the
bad.
case when it comes down to Kendrick versus everybody else and all the other artists and what they be doing. I don't think that they have the ability or the patience to do stuff that he does. They already have it's already mapped out already. So when they present it, it's something that they're stuck inside of. A lot of artists, they just don't want to do that.
A boxing theme is different from both of those. It's forward-looking and
I do have it sped up just a little bit. I think I got it at like 1.25 instead of standard speed, just so that way we can get through the entire lineup tonight without making it to like 10 a.m. Like I got a pretty extensive lineup tonight. So, and I chopped out a couple, like I said, because I want to broach the Killer Mike conversation properly. And that also includes, like I said, at the proper time of day. This is kick it time. We chilling. We just checking some things out. Whatever we decide to do it at night. Also, I appreciate those of you who just now getting back home from the bar or club. Might be a little tipsy. Congratulations on making it home. You avoided seeing them people with them lights on top of their cars. Kudos to you. Kick your feet off. Crack open the rest of that bottle you might have. Or roll up what you got in that bag. We're here to kick you. If you brought home some company, going to still put the show on, but y'all can do what y'all gotta do in the back room. We won't look. We're not paying attention. Thumbs up and then go and thumbs up something else. Let's go.
about a fight that hasn't happened yet, not one he's already won. I typically like to keep these theories based from confirmed info like lyrics and messaging directly from the artists, and what we've seen from Kendrick and his camp would make this boxing theme make sense, with things like his hand raps at the Grammys, Dave Free posting just the hand raps on his Instagram story, and Hidda J3 posting an Instagram story of a photo of Pernell Whitaker with the caption, "A message from the boogeyman." I do think this tweet from the source MZK from Twitter is notable, however, as they have been accurate on multiple releases like Baby Keem and A$AP Rocky's albums. But getting back to the boxing theme, and specifically this photo that Hidda J3 posted, I wanted to take a look more into exactly who Pernell Whitaker was and what were some of his most notable career accomplishments.
Pernell Whitaker, I believe that's Sweet Pea. I'm a big boxing fan. Big boxing fan. This guy here, he was so good that he fought somebody with one of his hands broke. And they gave it to the, I can't remember who it was. Who the fuck was it? It wasn't Chavez. I can't remember exactly who he fought, but they gave him, I think it was him. But he was the master at evading punches. He was so good at dipping and dodging punches. Like, he was so frustrating to fight with some boxers. But yeah, he was good.
Sound like he was Floyd before Floyd. You know how Floyd known for his impeccable defense and ability to get up out of there. Counter punches. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Man, he was real good.
Whitaker was born in Norfolk, Virginia in 1964 and would go on to become a legendary boxer who would widely be regarded as one of the greatest defensive fighters pound for pound in boxing history. They called him Sweet Pea, and he learned to fight in the Youngs Park housing projects in Norfolk starting at age 9. He had well over 200 amateur fights before he ever turned pro, including a silver medal at the 1982 World Championships, gold at the 1983 Pan American Games, and Olympic gold in Los Angeles in 1984, beating a Puerto Rican fighter named Luis Ortiz in the final. So when he turned pro that same year, debuting at Madison Square Garden, he wasn't some unproven prospect stepping up in weight. He was already one of the most decorated amateurs of his generation walking into the pros. And what made him different once he got there wasn't power, it was that nobody could hit him. He was a southpaw with this defensive style where he'd just make people miss over and over, and guys would throw full combinations and catch nothing but air. It's part of why he's still talked about as maybe the best defensive fighter the sport has ever seen, as he wasn't the guy overpowering people, he was the guy you couldn't touch even when you knew exactly what was coming. I did some digging and looked up some of his most famous fights to look at the dates, and found his most widely known fights were against Julio Cesar Chavez, Jose Luis Ramirez, and Oscar De La Hoya. Now, none of these really stood out to me, but I did see a fight against Juan Nazario, which took place on August 11th, 1990. Leading up to this fight, he beat Jose Luis Ramirez, Martin Galvan, Freddie Pendleton, and Azuma Nelson consecutively. Whitaker also held 2 titles at once, the WBC and IBF, and was challenging Nazario for the WBA title. For Whitaker, this was both a fight to defend his current titles and an attempt to win.
I want you to pay attention to this date, because this is when he's saying that Kendrick Lamar may release something. You know what I'm saying? So that would be this Tuesday coming up. Right? Yeah, that would be this Tuesday coming up. Now, if this theory is true,
is it?
This would be insane. I'm telling you.
Is
That's
it?
what he's saying.
An additional title. Whitaker ultimately defeated Nazario to defend his WBC and IBF titles and claimed the WBA title, and he didn't win it on points either.
Yeah.
He ended it in the first round with a single left-hand knockout, and Nazario never got another world title shot after that night. This victory made Whitaker the first undisputed lightweight champion since Roberto Duran in 1978, and the first lightweight in boxing history to hold the WBC, IBF, and WBA titles all at the same time. Now, it's worth sitting with how rare undisputed...
Oh my goodness. What? I don't know what to do. Like, if this is true, I wouldn't even know how to go about covering it. This is like, I just recently started going live, so wow. I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. I didn't think it would be this soon. If this is true, to be days away by his count, because it's a new day, to be 5 days away from a potential Kendrick drop. Like, we didn't. So would that be without a rollout, or is the breadcrumbs that we are getting or whatnot, is that part of the rollout? Because we get into these rollout conversations, is rollout versus no rollout, and the effectiveness of that. Drake wrote the notebook over there. I'll mark it down because I wasn't supposed to say his name. But OVO over there rolled out an album for like a year and a half, 2 years. I don't think a consensus was ever determined one way or another as to whether we prefer albums to be sprung on us. GNX is just kind of like sprung out there, like spread like wildfire, versus something methodically delivered. We'll see. I mean, if we get to the weekend and through the weekend we start getting some signs, some official signs. Ooh, boy, we gonna be clamoring. I'm gonna be busy. If that's the case, I'm gonna try to do something special that we can really lock in and enjoy it. That's if it's true. I'll figure out something. My fear is it's gonna get sprung on us, and then I gotta come up with some last minute plans to do something unique. But we'll see. Let's get to it.
Status actually is in boxing. When Duran unified the lightweight division back in 1978, there were only two governing bodies to worry about, the WBA and the WBC, as the IBF didn't exist yet. By the time Whitaker got there in 1990, the IBF had been around for years, which meant he had to clear 3 separate organizations, not 2. So Whitaker isn't just the first undisputed lightweight champion since Duran, he's the first lightweight in boxing history to ever hold 3 belts at once. The bar had gotten higher, and he's the first one to clear it. Now, with all this context, let's look back at his fight that he won against Jose Luis Ramirez from August 20th, 1989, almost a full year before his 1990 fight against Nazario. This was a highly significant fight in Whitaker's career because not only was this a rematch from a controversial loss earlier in his career, but this fight allowed Whitaker to retain his IBF title and claim the WBC lightweight title. And that first loss to Ramirez happened in France in 1988, and it's still considered one of the worst decisions in boxing history. Whitaker broke his hand early in the fight and had to fight the rest of it one-handed, and most people who watched it, including a lot of boxing historians since, thought he won clearly anyway and just got robbed by the judges. So when he got Ramirez back in the ring over a year later, this time in his hometown of Norfolk, it wasn't just a title opportunity, it was Whitaker settling something. Beating Ramirez made Whitaker a unified champion by holding 2 titles at once, which was highly significant as it paved the way for his undisputed status, and this victory was the crucial second step in his quest to fully unify the weight class. Just 1 year later, on August 11th, 1990, Whitaker would beat Nazario to win the WBA title and officially become the undisputed champion and the first lightweight to ever hold all 3 belts at once. Now, how does this all relate to Kendrick? Well, you can draw draw multiple exact parallels from both Whitaker and Kendrick's careers, and some of Whitaker's fights to how Kendrick and the hip-hop landscape have been moving over the last couple years leading up to today. First, looking at their careers, it's worth pointing out how undersized Whitaker was for what he accomplished. He stood 5'5", short for even a lightweight, and he was giving up reach in almost every one of his big fights. Guys like De La Hoya.
Yeah, he definitely was a short dude. Definitely was short. But he was a slick boxer, man. He was slick. He was real slick. But I didn't know he held 3 titles. I didn't know that.
And Chavez.
I think we got the gist. We got the gist. So we could potentially be getting, allegedly, in theory, a Kendrick Lamar album this upcoming Tuesday. I don't think any of us are prepared for it at all. We're all going to be scrambling, trying to talk about it, react to it, see what it sounds like. Let's be 100%. Everybody going to be seeing some subs, some disses. We're not going to get naive. Forever, every album Kendrick Lamar drops or the OVO Master drops, it's going to always be that. It's going to always be that. Let's accept that. Let's just accept it. Also, I can see the parallels between, this is supposed to be a boxing themed album, right? With this particular fighter being the inspiration, the height thing or whatever. But even with his short stature, this man was magic with the gloves on. He was magic, technically sound, boy. And that correlates to Kendrick. He might be short. Crack all the short jokes you want to. He magic with the words, though. He magic with that mic, though. Like, so I can see the correlation. Now, I could adjust my music back for 1. For 2, change the topic. We're going to talk about Rick Ross. The biggest boss. Huh. I feel bad for Ross, man. Ross used to be the guy once upon a time. Now it's like he's just a guy. But shout out to MarcusatWork Media, putting in work like always. Jesus Christ. Rick Ross performs to literally nobody. And allegedly, this happened in my backyard, about 20-ish miles away, roughly, in Detroit. Which, after I thought about it for a minute, it's not that big of a surprise this happened in Detroit. We're going to talk about it, but let me get this video together for y'all. Y'all grown. I'm tripping. I got the video all small. I got you. Let's get to it. The biggest boss. Hey, his voice. He sounds so exasperated when he's talking. Like, everybody just be so worried about the boss. I'm just out here collecting wins. Like, what you talking about, man? You sound tired every time. And I fuck with Ross. He just sounds so exasperated.
Detroit was empty. Yeah.
They can't touch your boy.
Having a little difficulty selling tickets.
Look at that.
Difficulty selling albums.
Is that a theater? Was that show at a theater?
Are looking empty. Say it ain't so.
Ay, is this real? Is this real, y'all? This is...
Because they say we've had a couple of conversations about doing clubs, or doing theaters, the amphitheaters or whatever, and doing an arena, doing a stadium, the levels that show exactly where you at in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us were surprised to see Baby King. He was doing theaters. You know what I'm saying? He was not doing arenas. It caught some of us by surprise. Maybe it shouldn't have. It caught me by surprise. But if Rick Ross out here doing theater, I don't know if that looks like a theater. And you would think, it's Rick Ross. You can't do an arena? Rick, you mean to tell me Rick Ross can't get 20,000 people to show up? 18,000 people to show up? Hold on. We can find out right now. I'm about to see what's the smallest NBA arena. Hold on. What's the smallest NBA arena? 16,600, State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Rick Ross can't get 16,000? That's saying something. If Rick Ross can't get 16,000. I'm shocked, y'all. I'm shocked. This is a theater. This is a theater. I want to look up the average theater size too.
This look bad. It's supposed to be. It's 8 o'clock there. The show started at.
Look like it just opened.
There. Ooh, this don't look good, Officer Red. Oh,
Maybe the traffic. Maybe it's the traffic.
Average
Oh,
U.S.
wow.
theater size.
I mean, did he still come out? Like, did he actually come out? Because like, this look crazy. And
Maybe
even
I need to
nobody-
distinguish
there's not
between
even nobody at like.
amphitheater
I can't believe this
or
is
whatever.
If this is
And
real,
a movie
okay, I see
theater.
people down here. Y'all,
I'm sure it's more than 150 people.
like, I'm not the type of person that like to, laugh at people's downfalls, but what the fuck? I told you to stop running your mouth about Drake. I told you to stop talking shit about Drake. I told you. I called you and you did not fucking answer. I got your number.
So an amphitheater is between 5,000 and 20,000 people. So let's say 25 and divide that in half. So 12.5. Based on this, are we really saying right now in 2026 that Rick Ross can't get 12,000 people? Roughly 12,000-ish people to show up? That's a problem. I almost want to hit this bell on you. I almost want to hit him with the bell. I ain't too far from it. I still might. I should have rolled up twice because it's gonna be a long night. Let's get to it.
From somebody. I told you to call me back, and when I said when you didn't call me back, that's when this happened. You should have fucking called me back. I would have told you, stop running your mouth about Drake and only talk about your album. Only talk about your music. Hype your music up. You didn't do that. Now look at this shit.
So when this lady posted this on her TikTok, we got some comments of some people saying, listen, she's lying. This is 8:30. This is just when it's starting. It was packed. So she posted another follow-up to show the event while the concert is going. And you tell me.
The whole upper deck empty. The show going. There's people on the show. Is this like the opening act and Ross ain't there yet? Hold on. Yeah, I see Ross.
So it seems
I didn't see Ross. Y'all see Ross?
while the concert is going. And you tell me.
Okay, yeah.
So it seems in the
Yeah, okay, I saw it.
everybody is empty, and they got people on the floor. I will grant you that, but is the people on the floor, is all the seats empty, or is there more seats empty than
The floor
there are
rocking.
on the floor? You tell me. Now, 50 took it upon himself to repost this. Of course. Did we expect anything different? No. And Ricky Rose is blaming low ticket sales and low album sales on bots. That's right, bots. Good old-fashioned bots. Is this a convenient excuse, or is there something to this?
As I said on my story yesterday, 22,000 the first week, 20 the second week. Those drastic fall-offs, guys, that you see with a lot of those other artists is when the numbers are inflated. The bots, to me, the new flex is no bots. Keep it genuine, keep it pure. Let the music fight any battle.
You know how sometimes, like, you hear the right message, messenger. Right message, bad messenger. I think that's the case we have right now. Just my music real quick. I got some new show music coming soon too. What we rocking with right now, it ain't it. I gotta get us together. My bad, y'all. There we go. I'll be needing my little background music. I want to play the music for y'all to so I can hear it, because I got some. I think it's gonna fit the show real well, but until I pay for these licenses, I don't want to be like, oh, you played it without the license and knocked out. Like, so I'm gonna hold off. But right message, wrong message. It ain't too many people that can get that message and you don't raise an eye. Like, hold on, what you doing? What's going on in your backyard? What you got going on before you get to talking? Right, that's where Rick Ross at. Like, your backyard ain't all the way clean, bro. I got some questions about you too. Plus, your album sales is like, you know. I had a couple. I'm at a point now where I think I got 4 off that last album. 4. None of them is like and like none of them are in like the pack of songs that we all got, like a pack of songs that we rock with when we first get in the car. Got the first couple of songs you want to hear. None of it was in that. Not a one. So I can get and understand everything why people getting on this bumper. It's valid. But what he's saying ain't wrong. It's just that maybe the message could be heard better if it was coming from somebody who last show represented them better from a butts and seats standpoint. I'm not even saying sellout. Actually, if he in a theater, Rick Ross should be maxing out a theater, in my opinion. But I didn't think Rick Ross was in theaters. I thought he was in arenas. Maybe I'm looking at the game wrong. Maybe that's on me. Maybe that's my problem. I'm looking at it wrong. I had Rick Ross too high, maybe. Because then again, we just saw the clips when they put that amazing album that I'm so proud to own. I'm salty I opened it though, because I wanted to see the design in the center. I got it was the Sperling edition. It's an all black one with simplistic art on it or whatever. Check it out. I would go grab it if I wasn't smoking. It's kind of how that cookie crumbled. But I wanted to see the art in the center of the album, of the record. So, because it's different than the art on the front and the back. It's like an anchor or whatever, and the little whatever, and the dots or whatever on the front, and then I forgot what it was on the back. But then it's like the Clip's name written in this like tie on a knot like rope or whatever all across the center. It's dope as shit. But I still wish now that the excitement of seeing that center of that record is over. Kind of wish I left it closed like the rest of them. But let's get back to it.
You understand? Come on now, this the biggest boss. I'm letting niggas know. Do the long game, baby. That's how we hustling. That's how we winning. We here 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? Those G-Unit sneakers gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. Them other niggas ain't even got no sneakers, but 50.
But always give Ross this. I appreciate somebody's willing to jab back at 50 because everybody be acting really scary with 50. And I don't like that. I don't like that energy at all. Like, why y'all? It took the Harris family, the greatest family mugging in history, because they mugged the shit out of 50 ass. Clean mollywop. It took them to finally have somebody else that's willing to be like, yeah, you want to troll? I troll too. Like, I don't even be enjoying 50's trolling. I mean, I don't like 50, so I surmise that's why. But I give you credit. Like, he be like full bore with his trolling. Like, he don't pussyfoot with it. He really get out there and do it. So I'll give him credit for that.
Get
What else is
Lloyd
cracking
Banks'
real quick?
own high top sneaker. And since the Shreveport shit ain't happening no more, you know what I'm saying? You can focus on the sneakers. And for
All right, bro. All right. Remember Cass was wearing them Junior? All right. Cass was really wearing them G-Unit sneakers, though. I think I saw more S. Carters, though, than G-Units. For whatever reason, Cass was overly excited to buy them G-Unit beaters, man. I'm like, hey, man, you wanna rush to wear the same beater as another nigga. Like, you copy his style. Because he had it wasn't made like an A shirt. It had the wide with the little wider little. Y'all know it was different. Cats out here spending like $40, $50 for them joints. Like, that's a beater at the end of the day, bro. For $14, I got a pack of fucking 3. Like, no big dog size, about $18. We'll say about $18. Now prices, but back then, like 14, 13. How many packs of beaters I can buy for how much you bought one of them ugly ass G-Unit beaters? I got a pack of beaters and had food to still go get something to eat. Had change and shit. Saying. Well, we got Let Me Ask You This. Lupe Fiasco versus Kendrick Lamar. With Talib Kweli and Tef Poe. I want y'all to check this out. See what y'all thought about it. Let's get to it. I don't know. How come people don't pay more attention to Talib? He a pioneer. This is a hip hop pioneer. He be really doing interviews all over the place if you really look. Like, nobody really give you no listen. Let's go.
Criteria you pointed out, that's the disconnect in a conversation, in my opinion, that people are having around what Lupe recently said about Kendrick Lamar. I'm paraphrasing Lupe here, and Lupe, who's a fantastic MC, but who's well qualified to speak on the art of MCing, said that he knows 100 MCs who he feels like are better rappers than Kendrick Lamar. Now, while I will state this, and I love Lupe, and I love Kendrick Lamar, I disagree with that statement. I don't know 100 MCs who are better than Kendrick Lamar, but I understand where he was coming from. And I think that I disagree with Lupe because I'm operating from a different paradigm than he's operating from. If I'm to accept his paradigm, which I think, and I don't want to speak for the brother, but I feel like his paradigm is, in terms of what I rate an MC by, we're not talking about the accolades, we're not talking about the award shows or the Pulitzer Prize or what this man means to the culture. I'm talking strictly about how, subjectively, how I see bars. And what I think is important in terms of writing bars, and it comes with multis and all this little technical shit that Mickey Fax and Lupe and all these type of dudes be having these conversations around. Kendrick ain't on that. Kendrick's metric and his paradigm and the way he approaches music is differently. So I think the lens in which Lupe is judging Kendrick by, while I understand it intellectually, I think that the comment went viral because people don't have the hip-hop lens to understand what Lupe was trying to say.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Kendrick is making human music.
Oh, was Kendrick being looked at through the entirely wrong lens all this time? That's more or less what he said. I feel like it was a subtle dig in there. Like, the fans don't know how to. I'm not a barsmith guy. Like, okay, I like it. I like it. Now, there are some songs that inherently, without extra effort, like the lines get like embossed into your head. Those are the songs I think we should be calling classics. What I think be happening, why those classic conversations be all over the goddamn place, is that people putting extra emphasis or learning or memorizing the words to big up their claim of this hip hop head shit, when we ain't never had to do that for shit that was great. Them lines be in your fucking head. You didn't have to. Or in the rare case of you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Let me think on it. I've had a couple of albums that came out and I was fortunate enough to where they gave you in the booklet, the words to the song. It usually was like the deluxe albums. Give you the booklet and each song had the breakdown of the words. When you got those, I would read them. I'm not gonna lie. Not because I just needed to know the words. I'm like, shit, they gave it to me. I used to go through and read all the shit in the little booklet. Shit, I paid for that booklet. I paid for that booklet. Why not read it? Shit.
Yeah. My favorite rappers, people like Pac, Nipsey, Dot, Nas, Scarface, stuff like that. Right now, for me, to keep me afloat in hip-hop, I need Nas, Scarface, and Dot. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick is my guy. I'm a Kendrick guy. Now, I think the
three
the
artists to keep you afloat in hip-hop. Like, 3 artists, that's all you get. And that's what you have. No, nothing else. 3. Damn. If I had to take 3. If you could only have 3 artists, hip hop, give me I'll take Dot for sure, because he's going Dot. Not only does it give me G and X, I can get really deep and still have like Pimp a Butterfly. So that's a good choice. I could have I got a good range. Got a good range. Damn. After that, I might have to go. I don't want to be prisoner of the moment. To keep me going forever, I have to have Wiz Khalifa. I was struggling because I was thinking Dom. I was Dom Kennedy for a minute. I'm going through it. I can't speak. Then I was thinking, hold on, I do need Currency. And then I was like, wait a minute, but this Larry June is killing me right now. But no, skip all that. Give me Wiz Khalifa. And then give me shit. Let me think of that third one. Let me think of that third one.
Yeah. In a sense, the task that Kendrick has in the MC world is getting on the barbershop wall. And there are certain people who are going to be on that wall no matter what happens. And the ghost that he has to beat, number one, is the ghost of the dead man. He's battling a dead man at all times, Tupac Shakur.
I'm going to address what he just said a minute. Give me DJ Quick. I need the DJ Quicks for a specific reason. It's going to give me, if you are unfamiliar, if you're not familiar, DJ Quick. There's a series throughout his albums. They're called Quick Grooves. I think on one or two of the albums, it wasn't called Quick Grooves. They were called something else. But there was something groove. But for the most part, they were called Quick Grooves. And it's some of the best art put on an album ever. It ain't about no words, because ain't no words on there. Or it's very little. But if you want a project, go check out DJ Quick's catalog. But only listen to, you can listen to all of it. None of it's going to disappoint you. But if you want to go on this journey, listen to all the Quick Grooves. And that also include, if the album doesn't have a quick groove, look for something else groove. Because it just he just changed. It's like one or two, I can't remember off the top of my head, that it's changed or whatever. But that's the assignment. You know, I'm making probably a 7 video about this specific thing, but that's my 3. Let me go back real quick.
And there are certain people who are going to be on that wall no matter what happens. And the ghost that he has to be, number one, is the ghost of the dead man. He's battling a dead man at all times, Tupac Shakur.
Do you think Kendrick is forever hunted by that? Like, he's going to always, regardless of he wants to or not, that comparison of Tupac, Kendrick Lamar, what they meant to the culture, the quality of music, the unfair advantage already. We're going to just throw that out, get this out the way. We can't hold the fact that Tupac's catalog is limited. I'm pretty sure that man did not choose to not be here. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. That's what I don't want to hear. You know, Tupac only got these couple, man, and Kendrick got a whole... Don't do that shit. And having a Tupac versus Kendrick debate with me and bringing that up is the surefire way to piss me off. The debate would not be had. We about to have a whole different conversation because you're trying to be fucking funny. Wasting my damn time. I'm sorry. That be triggering me, man. But do you think he's going to be forever stuck with this looming presence of Tupac? It seems a bit unfair, but we also had to keep in mind, Kendrick has had moments where he channels that Tupac energy intentionally. So can you really shirk or shy away from something like this if you were... It's almost like... It's like saying Candyman in the mirror 5 times. I'm supposed to feel bad because this big black man with this hook and all this other craziness is on your bumper. You went in the bathroom and turned the lights off. You stood in front of that mirror and said Candyman 5 fucking times. Why am I supposed to feel bad? Because you saw about what was going to be your ultimate demise. I ain't doing it. I ain't got it in me. Let me see. I'm going to let him finish his thought real quick, and then we're going to move on to the next topic.
You know what I'm saying? Then Hove is the living presence of everything that could happen if you ride that horse into like super legend land. You know what I'm saying? And I do think for guys like a Dot, guys like maybe even obviously Drake, the presence of Jay-Z is some type of a conundrum because do you engage that space the same way he do it? Do you disengage? Where do you land in terms of, okay, I battled Drake. I'm a West Coast dude. I sent it all the way up. Some people are now prepared to, okay, give me a little bit or more than a little bit of a comparison to Tupac. They're willing to Kobe and Michael Jordan, me and Pac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what do you do about the Jay-Z issue? If you Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? Like you already battled the dead man, but now what do you do with this situation? You know, how do you build PG Lane to be something that people go, man, Rockefeller was never this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do think that's what's required. If Hov is still rapping, we can't act like that ain't a thing then. You know, because the word best means.
We got what we needed from that, but before we move on to our next topic, because what he just said something, y'all. He just said something. I'm gonna have to discuss this with y'all real quick. I'm gonna discuss this with y'all, and then we're gonna get back to it. Let me get my ice out. I don't know if I like that transition. Fine, that's a new transition. I value every piece of music that Kendrick Lamar gives us. Every piece of music. That being said, if Kendrick Lamar does not supersede anything Jay-Z, or I'll even add on Diddy as a music exec, if he doesn't surpass what they were as music moguls, music CEOs, that's a this is my opinion. I view that as a failure because I believe we are sorely missing that. Where is the big major music CEO outside of TDE? Who's the black guy at the top that don't have to do anything or ask for permission to do nothing? All he does is write a check, and what he want, he get. Can be a taste maker. The ultimate blessing. So when we got talent that needs proper cultivation, but somewhere to go, i.e. they go to TDE. Somebody is supposed to be that next wave, that next generation. It can't just be TDE forever. Not when we had So Def and Bad Boy Records and Rockefeller. No Limit. Like, all these record labels. It was just, cause think about the running theme between all of them. They always kind of doing their own thing. It was shooting albums out like candy. Probably not the best thing as far as the cultivation part of it, but the always album being green lit part, hell fucking yeah. Picture artists having the ability to put out an album without the tap dancing. Picture a record label where they look at you, the artist, and say, you gotta do better than this. We can't just throw that out there like that. You gotta do better. Not, I don't know if we can make TikTok videos of this. You know what I'm saying? Like all the weird shit that they do now. We need Kendrick Lamar to be the guy. Like he needs to be the guy. And I'm hoping he turns PG Lane into the one-stop shop I think is gonna be. They gonna do everything in that motherfucker. You doing music, we doing music. We doing commercials? Okay, we do that too. Doing movies? All right, we doing that shit too. Hell, we need interviews. We in-house interviews. We got that set up, ready to go. Man, interaction, we doing that in-house too. We got streaming equipment and all this shit set up in the back with different sets and all that. We got 1 or 2 in-house streamers who sole thing is PG Lang. Oh, that turned into the one-stop hub for everything that you don't have to go nowhere, beg nobody for no money or permission. Jesus. Understand the impact of that. Well beyond the Pulitzer Prize, well beyond the Grammys, well beyond the great fucking music. He turns into that, boy. Makes me almost want to revisit that. What if JID was over there with... We need it bad. Boy, hip-hop need it bad. Let's get to it. Shout out to Lemme Ask You This. It will be linked into the description per the usual. We have officially hit our middle spot of the show. We are at the middle of the show already. Look at that. 2:30? We at the middle. We'll get out of here about 3:30. I'm not a musician. Courtesy of He the Politician. I got this in here because I feel like, for one, I think in the middle of the show, I'm going to give us some kind of music break of some sort just to break up the monotony of all these different, you know what I'm saying, stories and whatnot. Give us a little perk up. Perk us up a little bit. It's also my like, comment, subscribe moment. Catch it on the rewind. Hype. I can use some hype. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, the reason that I also have it here is because not so long ago, I came across a conversation where people were talking about NPCs really heavy. A lot of NPC chatter. And part of that chatter was how you call yourself a musician if you don't play instruments. All you do is use an NPC. So why not have somebody who has an NPC explain it? Because clearly I don't have an NPC. I want to get one. Probably don't know what to do with it. It'd be the biggest waste of money ever. But hey, the show will have an NPC and we'll just sit here and tinker with it. Whatever. But let's check it out.
J. Lloyd Records wrote, I just can't get behind pushing buttons and calling yourself a musician, right? And honestly, I understand why somebody would think that, man, but don't confuse the instrument with the musician, you feel me? So listen, man, the instrument is the tool. The talent is how you use the tool. The button didn't decide for me to do this right here, right? the button didn't decide for me to flip the sample. Yo, those are creative decisions that musicians make, man. A sax got buttons that you push, a piano got keys you press, and an NPC got pads that you push down just like this. Woo! Okay. Okay. Listen, man. Shouts out to J. Lloyd Records, man. I don't think I'm gonna ever stop pushing buttons. This is what it is. Ooh, I gotta dust this off.
Point made. Can't say that shit didn't sound good. It make music. I don't give a shit. Once upon a time, I used to be the old curmudgeon old man and be like, yo, what about the instruments? I got to a point where I accepted that the music program in schools is fucked up or gone, especially in the inner city. So how can I expect you to be able to play music or read music if it wasn't introduced like it was to my generation? So I adjusted. Can you make something fire? Do the sounds that go in my ear make sense? Everything sound in place? It sounds like there's layers? Like there's some sort of real structure in your mind that you built that with? Fine, fuck it. I'm rocking with it. Like, it's not that why are we making this hard? Yeah, this is one of the few points as the old fogey. I'm telling us we need to adjust. We need to adjust. We can't ignore. I think we're underselling drastically the lack of music programs in school. And I know it sounds like I'm just harping on the same point. It's because it's the biggest fucking point. It's the most important point to be made about this topic. They're not even giving out the little recorders at most schools anymore that we all sent our child to school with the $5. Send them to school with the little $5. They come home with their little recorder. That they pissed us off with. My kids got on my goddamn nerves. That damn recorder. I sent them to school with their $5 though. The simplest shit. It's the simplest shit. So we gotta adapt. We can't be the old fogies on this one. Are you making something that makes fucking sense? Are you making the opposite of what DJ Drama did for the double XL cipher? Y'all know what he did. Y'all know what he did. Irked my soul. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Next up, we got No Scissors by Glass Malone. Glass Malone. Coach Trap. You know, the same usual suspects. A lot going on in this here episode. So you definitely need to spin the block and check it out if you didn't. Nonetheless, the part we're going to look at is specifically talking about how the metrics as far as how are we judging music? Are we judging music properly? Are we looking at it the right way? Let's check it out.
We had already figured out here that the industry is trying to devalue hip hop, right? They didn't because the industry moved out of the business of hip hop as its huge source of income. They don't want it to be valuable to us. They don't want to leave it with the value that they brought to it, that they actually gave to it using their money. So they're doing things to devalue it. Part of it is moving hip hop right off the spaces of charting. Like, so then you have a bunch of people within the space talking about hip hop not charting, not.
Before you carry on, also keep in mind they changed that weird ass rule that had some quality Kendrick Lamar music fall off the chart entirely, even though it was still charting relatively decently. Think how much longer them songs could have stayed on that chart. Maybe if they hung around, what if he decided because they were hanging around, we got maybe another music video? Because, hey, this song is hanging around long enough to where maybe we give it a little extra bump with a video. We can shoot that daddy up and get more life into it. That rule changed a lot in the game a little. You know, I mean, like, there's a multitude of what could have beens that we can sit here and talk about and create just off of them making the decision of taking that song off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
Understanding Billboard is a marketing company. It's not a tracking company. Billboard doesn't track anything. It's a marketing company. It's the reason people listen to music. It's not the proof people is listening to music. It's the reason people listen to music. RIA is a promotional company. They're marketing companies. People don't understand it. It sounds crazy, like anything else I say. Billboard markets songs. So it's not like, oh, your song not successful, that's why it's not on the Billboard charts. There's tons of great records that are doing well that are not on the Billboard charts. The Billboard company and the record industries are, you know, they're separate businesses, but they're businesses that depend on each other. So the record labels control 99.9% of the people that's on the chart. It's not like, no, it's no conspiracy. It's just simple business. And the proof is when you see that they are not rap songs on the chart, hip hop songs on the chart, right? That's one proof. Second proof is streaming. It used to be 1,500 streams counted as an album sale. Now, if people don't have money, if they're using the free streaming, right? So that's YouTube, or if it's ad-based listening, you need 2,500 streams.
I never in my life thought that was a fucking accident. I never thought that was a fucking accident. To weigh YouTube, y'all have heard me make this argument quite a few times. To weigh YouTube so poorly because it represents the digital traffic of the disenfranchised or poor or whatever, or less than having, like, I say again, I keep saying it. I don't know too many people. I might know one person. I know one person who actually, in person, I know uses Spotify in my own personal life. And I know like a handful of people who use Apple Music because they have Apple phones. But everybody else I know use YouTube. I walk around telling everybody. I mean, YouTube owe me some much. I mean, they owe me a cut of something because, you know how many people I tell, get YouTube Premium. You ain't got no commercials and you get YouTube Music. So you can have, like, you can download your music and shit. You go on road trips and you go through them areas that ain't got the best signal. I went to a section of Iowa once. I had to go through there a while. Like, I think we was driving we drove like at least an hour and a half with like next to no music. Like, there was a couple of spots where you got like signal for like 6 minutes and then it died the fuck back out. Like, how it ain't no signal, but we looking at all these goddamn wind turbine shits and motherfucking solar panel fields. Where's the cell phone tower fields around this bitch? Let's get to it.
To equal one album sales. That's a fact. Further proof that the industry is trying to devalue hip hop. They didn't want to leave black people with something that was so powerful, so they are spending time in making changes to devalue it on their way out of it. That's a fact. I
That's
know
petty ass shit.
sensationalism, all this old dumb shit niggas keep saying as if they're not listening to me. Like I've been in this shit 20 years, school by
I
dance,
don't
keep
want
learning.
it. And I don't want you to
But
use
here's
it.
something that hip hop can do.
I don't want it. But I don't want you to be able to use it. You audacious ass motherfucker. That's cute, motherfucker. It's like say I don't play the PlayStation anymore, but then you break the PlayStation. Nigga, I still play the PlayStation. That's some whole ass shit. It reminded me of, what was I watching? It was some Kevin Hart shit, which just sucks because I don't be really fucking with Kevin Hart too much these days. But something about a relationship, where you break up in a motherfucking relationship and shit, and he went around and took all the backs of the earrings and shit. It sounds like that. You gonna lose all these earrings fucking with me. Taking the backs off these motherfuckers for real. Can't do that to a dude in the hood. Like, I see my homie with an eraser on the back of his ear. Like, bro, what's that eraser back there? Like, man, my girl took the backs of my earrings, bro. What the fuck? Yeah. We broke up and, you know, she got me this with the tax money and whoop, whoop, whoop. And she make sure you won't go flex. As soon as you try to flex and move your head too hard, pause, boy, that shit was about to be gone. I see he wasn't losing that because she spent good. Hey, I was shocked between me and you. He gonna see this. He like, boy, you tell that story. Like, man, I ain't see your name, bro. Between me and you, though. And she spent some good money on that. Like, it was like, couple. They could. I told him then, look, when you see this, bro, I told you this when you told me the story. But, like, that's a nice car. What she paid for them earrings for? Like, that's a whole, like, a nice car. Like, actually, you could have had a nice car and could have called me. We could have did a whole little subwoofer install because, you know what I'm saying, I get the nice car and then not get some new subs. You know what I'm saying? Plus, then you owe me a couple dollars for the other install. We'll talk about it. I ain't gonna put our business out there, buddy. I'm tripping. I got you. See what I'm saying? We had this conversation though, so it ain't like I'm tripping. Anywho, let's go.
It's over real quick.
Here's something hip hop can do to actually change. I was looking at.
Oh, you about to give a free game again?
Free game. That's the only game.
Shout out to free game.
They would take the game called. No, the game is free here. The game is free here.
EA Sports over here.
Yeah,
it's in the game.
It's in the game.
I'm not charging for game. This free. This is free. This is free game. You don't got to really trip off of it. Hold up, Brody. I'm gonna hit you right back. I'm doing the stream. Okay, I got you. No, not yet. I got you. Don't trip. Here's some free game. One mistake we have to stop doing is we have to stop talking in sales. That's something that we need to start doing ASAP. And the first person who decides to start spending their money to do this is going to position hip hop into a better place.
Okay.
Right? The first person that do that is going to position hip hop to be in a better place. Remember, hip hop is primarily our thing. So as they leave out of the business, they're trying to devalue it. They don't want it to be valuable to us. They walking away. They like, well, we got to take our value. It's like some dudes. I remember one of my homeboys, I ain't gonna name his name because I don't want to make the nigga look crazy. But he was leaving his old lady and he took all of the TVs and furniture and shit that he bought for the house. Because he was like so worried about.
Fellas, y'all taking them TVs. Just keep it. I like having these conversations late night. But I'm giving you time to think about it. Give me time to think about it. Taking them TVs. My one rule about taking TVs, right? You can't take the baby's TV. You took their Teletubby TV and shit. Or hey, Bob to build the TV. Hey, why would you take the baby shit? I'm down for taking whatever in a relationship if it's over with. Like, but you can't take anything that affects children, like the babies. But regardless if it's like your biological child or not, either way, be it your child or mine, property given to children off limits. Can't fuck with it. Outside of that, have at it. To the victor goes the spoils. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Get your hands on it, or at least 9 digits. Let's get to it.
What other nigga would sit on it? That's what the industry is doing to hip hop.
Indian giver. Oh wow, we're about to be censored.
That's what the industry is doing to hip hop. They like, you know what? We taking all this TVs we bought, all this furniture, this car. What Orange Juice Jones said, right? Orange Juice Jones. I saw you walking in the rain. That's what they doing. They want all the credit cards back. They want all of the TVs back, all the furniture back, all the food they bought over the last week, like they could take it to the next refrigerator.
That's young person shit.
The industry is taking all that shit back. They like, we gonna leave you with what you came with.
I should go look up Orange Juice Jones.
As immature niggas.
Yeah, that's
I ain't heard that in a minute.
I did some shit like that when I was like 22.
That's some bullshit.
I was like, give me that cover too. You gonna be cold
I believe in personally making your life better so you could always remember I did that. That's what I believe personally. I'll make your life better and then I can walk away and if somebody else come make it better. At least I made it better start. It's about me. I ain't really worried about what everybody else did. I hope that nigga fuck the couch up.
I broke into the
I
house.
hope that nigga fuck your car up. I hope
broke into the house. Took all my shit. I did all this. You gonna remember how much I did for you.
I'm just trying to chop it up with my folks.
I'm looking at it like, and I'm like, okay, here's the thing, right? So let's talk about a couple.
I'm gonna react to that,
right?
though.
Let's talk about albums. And this is the first thing that we
let
have
me
to
get
change.
that off. Maybe
Shout out to
they
hip hop,
don't,
and everybody's
but
gonna
we
look at the
gonna be
stream
here.
and not call me and tell me they got the game for me.
We'll be here
But
kicking it.
Here's the thing. YG's last album came out. I think it sold 11,300. That became a big thing. Part of the same campaign that some guys running that I'm making up, sure, whatever.
Okay.
The campaign to highlight what people would like to call.
Let me go back.
It's ridiculous. Album came out. Let's get at it.
I broke into the
I
house.
hope that nigga fuck your car up. I hope.
Why he just broke in the house? Broke into the house. Took all my shit. I need all this. You gonna remember how much I did for you.
So
I ain't mad.
I'm looking at it like, and I'm like, okay.
I ain't mad at it.
Okay, here's the thing, right?
Can't
Let's
take
talk about a
back
couple records,
baby
right?
shit,
Let's talk about
but
albums.
everything else
And this
in
is
the
the
house,
first thing
we
that we have
breaking
to
up.
change.
It's fair
Shout out to
game.
hip hop, and everybody's gonna look at the stream and not call me.
I
and
use
tell
that
me
Kurt
they got the
more than
game
you
for
use
me.
that Kurt.
But
This
here's
is
the
my
thing.
Kurt.
YG's last
taking
album
the
came out. I
Kurt.
think it sold 11,300. That became a big thing. Part of the same campaign that some guys running that I'm making up, sure, whatever.
Okay.
The campaign to highlight what people would like to call a failure. It's ridiculous.
Check this shit out, though.
That don't even make no sense. There's no single to announce it. But the truth is, we shouldn't be speaking in sales in 2027. 7th Street, we shouldn't be speaking in sales. We should be speaking in streams, right?
Okay.
Now, if I said YG's album, right? Let's say I send out a press release to all the networks, right? All of the platforms. And I say, YG's last album, first 7-day numbers streamed 34,523,112,000.
34 million sound a lot better now, don't it? You bring up his album, you say 34 million. It's a big ass number. I'm not even pausing that. Your idea of success changes when you hear million.
What if I said that? What if I said that? Does that sound different?
Yes.
What if every number you looked at on Hot New Hip Hop, on Billboard, on Press, on LA Times, on the news, it said YG's new album came out. It streamed 34,523,112 streams in the first 7 days. You look at that different. People not buying albums. Why are we still talking in sales? Like, that's a minute part of the business. Here is a heavy part of the business, streaming. That's how most people hear music. Why are we still talking in sales? Again, I understand what it's like for the first person doing it. But the truth is, we should be spending our money doing that.
Hold
We
on.
need to recondition the mind.
me
We
mad
can't
something.
change
Hold
how the
on.
mind sees things now.
So you saying talking to sales is outdated?
It's completely outdated.
34 million.
Because somebody will say YG's album sold 11,800, and they don't realize 2,500 streams equal one album sale.
Right.
Out of 34 million streams, that could have been 5 million people that listen to it.
So
It's a reason this motherfucker
4.8
finna do
million
the form.
roughly
Right.
per day.
It's a reason this motherfucker finna do the form. Ain't no
4.8.
motherfucker sold 11.
Think about this. I try to make things personal. As a content creator, think about this. If you got somebody to watch, you got 34 million. You only put out one piece of content. You got 34 million. Was it 34 million people? If you got 4.8 million, because I did the math. Hold on. Gotta double check. You got 4.8 million people every day to watch your content. How would you feel? All I did was divide that number by 7. So I know what that equals out to roughly per day. I could get 4.8 million in traffic per day to this? Oh my God. That sounds like a win, don't it? I be living in bliss. One of the set would look a lot different. You know what I'm saying? We would get really fancy. You know, we'll keep it a buck. Still be the same content. We'll gussy this daddy up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got OTG out here in 4K. Got the panning camera that show correspondence. Look, we'll gussy up. Give me that kind of goddamn traffic. But these are the numbers that they don't say nothing about. They tell us the other number. And it's a tiny number. Pause. So it's like, oh, he's struggling. Maybe the narrative real quick. Oh, look, why is he struggling?
$1 finna do no motherfucking form. Shout out to reparations.now. So trick ourselves into valuing a new metric. It's not about valuing a new metric. It's about speaking in the current metric. You got to speak the current language. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, we could talk all this shit. Humans give entirely too much credence to what they think success is. So numbers create an idea of success. But the truth is, he really did stream 34,523,112 streams. So how the fuck is that a trick? How is that a trick? How does that make you listen? If you see that number, if you're a general person in population, do you be like, damn, 34 million streams? I gotta go listen to this.
Wise man once said, man, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So you start showing numbers in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So
that's YG. YG streamed YG's last album in the first 7 days streamed 34 million streams. 34 million times. 34 million.
It's tuning in.
Albums ain't for sales on. That's not how most people consume music. So they're not for sale. Why are we talking to sales? It's antiquated. T.I.'s last album, right? T.I.'s last album streamed 54,112,501 times.
How many people you honestly think take the time to buy either? We ain't even gonna mention cassettes, because to buy a cassette, you being really nostalgic, so you connected with music at a deeper level to buy a cassette. But I'm saying buy a vinyl, because they actually happen to have a record player. They use their record player, or buy a CD. They have a CD player at home and use their CD player at home. I mean, it's believable. There's people out there that might buy the actual digital download. But outside of that, like, So how did it ever make sense to be like such and such many albums sold? That never. I always wonder why we were saying like albums when we talk about it on this side of the aisle, this side of the section. It's like a translator box that was missing until he said it. My whole thing being with that chart is like, I want hip hop to always compete. I don't want to be scared of. I don't want it to matter what metrics you use. I want us to win always. So bring your best, and I expect hip hop to show up and show out. But let's see what else she talking about real quick.
Streams can't be manipulated more than sales. Sales can be manipulated the same way. Don't believe that shit. They've been buying records since records been a thing to buy. Ever since Rhea got into this business and Billboard got into this business, marketing has been buying records. That's just part of the reason. They know the average person cannot actually, like, you need to, the truth is, bro, most people need to affiliate themselves with success because to somewhere in their real life, they don't feel like they're being successful. So they want to connect to somebody that they feel is more successful. People have been selling other people's success your whole life. And you buy into it to have a piece of it. If it's your favorite artist, you buy into it to have a piece of it. Now, if T.I. in the first 7 days after this shit came out said, if it was press releases and people reported T.I.'s album, first 7-day numbers are in, he streamed 54,112,501 times, trust me, that looks different than saying somebody sold 21,645 copies when sales are not a thing.
See how them number be fucking with you?
Shout out to Dot's Favorite Center. I love you to death, but people gonna fall for propaganda. That's just what it is.
Oh, facts. Like, no doubt about
it. I would love for everybody, like, I like to think of myself as somebody that forces people to think, but I've been getting cussed out for the last 5 days because I force people to think. 6 days.
Yeah.
People get so mad, they feelings hurt because I'm forcing them to think. They can't believe it. They like, that's got to be lying. This can't be true. And I'm like, bro, it's obviously true. It's the same thing that's been happening.
Propaganda.
Somebody talked to me about a civil suit the other day. Like, well, you can't make criminal charges come up because of civil suit. It just happened to Puff. That wasn't even fucking 36 months ago. Why? Like, why is this an argument? I don't know, Miss HUMMUS, if weak-minded people fall for propaganda. I think the population falls for propaganda. I think it's a handful of people who don't, but I think most people fall for propaganda. It's just, people don't got enough time to focus on what's real. They are trusting a source. They are trusting the general population's choice because they trying to figure out whatever it is that's the most important thing to them. Everybody don't got time to think. Everybody don't have time to read. They don't have time to think and read. But if hip-hop, right now that we have inherited back, black people, street urban people have got hip-hop back. The record label said, you know what? We not fucking with most of y'all. A couple of y'all we gonna keep around, but most of y'all we cool. We gonna do this country thing. Here is how we can actually turn the tables back. They gave us something back that they thought they could devalue as they keep trying to devalue it. Here is our opportunity to create value in it again.
Yeah, if the artists start pumping up the stream sales, it'll help change the narrative. If they start talking about it more, it'll help change the narrative.
I understand. Shout out to this point right here.
You understand that? Okay.
This is a good point. I'm sorry, I was reading Coach.
Coach threw him off.
He said Jay-Z teaches that we should not value those numbers and respect the check only. Jay-Z don't need to sell fucking records. Jay-Z is no longer in the music business. Like, he has a label, but that ain't Jay-Z's source. So you can't follow Jay-Z nowhere unless you're not making no motherfucking music. Shout out to Hov. Hov, no, I love him and respect his mind. But this is not a conversation that the average person that's a rapper can follow.
Can we still all the way say Jay-Z not music no more? I mean, if we saying that, then we that means by default we need to shut up about new Hov music. Like, I mean, we killing that right now. If we saying Hov not music. Gotta make sure we just saying. I don't want us to get to conflating this, bending the little rules over here and making some adjustments over. No, let's keep our floor level. You know what I'm saying? So that way when we have to have the hard discussions, our moral compass is properly aligned. That's all I'm saying. So let me know what you think about that, though. Because I didn't catch it the first time when I was watching it live. I didn't catch it. Because I would have said something I would have said something in the chat, but now I caught it. So let me know.
And none of us could see the check. Everybody lying about the check. Everybody lying about the check. All people are doing is selling you success so you can attach yourself to it. Sometimes people don't even go out to try to be successful on their own. That was the dopest thing about talking to Top last night. And he understood what I was saying, bro. I was like, dog, I didn't even know y'all was going through all this shit. I didn't know y'all was going through all of this, bro. Like, I was trying to figure out I had walked away from Cash Money. Everybody thought I was crazy. My people quit on me. They like, why would you leave a label and they paying? I'm like, bro, because I don't know nothing. And I'm not going to learn nothing sitting right here being in this shit. I learned the business. Thunder Man, Birdman taught me the business. I know the business. But one thing I also realized from him and Mac 10 is part of it is how people perceive success. That's what the Bentley was about. It wasn't about, that's what the Porsche is about. That's what the G-Wagon is about, how people perceive success. Even though in real life, that does not dictate success.
Right.
But to people, it is success. And they're right. So here is something that is a weapon we can use in a time. Right now, if YG says, hey, obviously his first week came, but if he would have spent $30,000 or $15,000 sending out YG's first week 7-day numbers is in, it streamed 34,523,000, blah, blah, blah. That looks different. Now, there's going to be some assholes that's trying to tear you down, part of that same campaign and all that dumbass shit that they running on these dudes because of that fucking battle. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a bunch of dumb shit you're going to hear. Let those assholes use their calculator. But the rest of the population don't got time to use their calculator.
Whose job is that? Within YG's camp, whose job is that to that idea that G just had? Now, was I high earlier? I don't remember this. I might have been high. This was not so long after I streamed earlier, so I might have been a little under the influence of some things. But nonetheless, whose job is it on YG's camp on his team? Take these numbers, the numbers that matter. Make sure the masses know these are the numbers that matter. And make sure you got to present it in a way to where it's not like you don't want it to feel like an excuse. It's like, I don't know, it's a certain way you deliver certain messages to make sure it has the proper like tone or it's received the right way. So I feel like that would have really mattered with a message like this, like how people receive it. Like I was like, whose job is that though? Is that a publicist's job? Like, I don't know if a publicist deals with actual numbers for a project or anything like that. I don't know. I mean, a publicist, from the most part, at least to my understanding, deals with public perception. If the public perception is the album is failing, I guess that makes it, if you look at it through that lens, makes it a publicist issue to be on like, okay, here's the stream numbers broken down. I would have made sure I broke it down to where it's like per day. Here it is for the week. That equals this per day. Think about it. Over 4 million people per day to your project. I put out however many songs I forgot how long that album was. But say if I had 15 shows in a week, and those 15 Kush Equilibriums hosted by Oops the Great shows led to 4 million plus streams, views. Man, we talking about what? Y'all gonna see a sign that say Kush Equilibrium under construction. We gonna be building, because I got some idea. We would have been building some things. Like, I got a whole In Your Trunk series that's coming real soon. As soon as we finalize some things around here. Like, I got some things that's going. Don't go try to steal my idea either. Accidentally said idea out loud, and you look up 2 weeks later that somebody took your fucking idea and ran off with it and did your shit. And it's like, damn, bro, like, dog, we was cool. Let's go.
Listen, they gave us hip hop back. It's a valuable product. Yes, they are trying to devalue the product. Yes, they are trying to devalue the product because we have it back. But that don't mean they have to. Another thing, the reason they talk in those numbers is because at that time there was no metric to keep what was happening worldwide. Streaming has changed that. Why are we talking about this game like an American game when it's a worldwide game? Right now, Spotify's everywhere. Those numbers represent everywhere. YG streamed 34,523,112 times in the first 7 days. That's in America. That's not even nowhere else. Those numbers you heard are in America.
Wait, who numbers?
Those numbers. Why are we talking about this game like an American game when it's a worldwide game? Right now, Spotify's everywhere. Those numbers represent everywhere. YG streamed 34,523,112 times in the first 7 days. That's in America. That's not even nowhere else. Those numbers you heard are in America because they don't even count those people's as sales. They don't even count the other people around the world. Hip hop can be the first movement. Rap music, the genre, can be the first thing trap that understands this is an international game and speak in international terms.
Trying to keep this shit domestic.
They had to keep it domestic at first, Coach, because SoundScan didn't count overseas. They didn't have SoundScan in every country around the world.
Nah, and the metric was different. It was different in every country though. So it's different. Go platinum. It's different over there. Even in Canada, it's different. So it's different.
It's still different now. But what I'm saying,
the streams ain't gonna change though. The streams ain't gonna
streams
change.
are still different. Even like the streams, like in New Zealand, where Long Way went gold, right? It's a different metric.
It's a different metric,
right? But it's still a lot. It's like I think it was like 2.5 or 3 million streams to go gold in just New Zealand. But it's like 3 million. Well, how many people was in New Zealand? It was like some very small number of people.
But if I'm an artist, I'm only talking worldwide numbers. Like I'm not even.
But nobody is because they've been conditioned by the music business to speak like the music business, like the industry.
Like even if you go check the movies, they'll tell you what they did domestically, and then they'll give you a worldwide total.
5.36 million people in New Zealand. So that means my song had to reach damn near half the population to be gold. It don't work that way, but that's the idea. It streamed over 3.8 million times so far in New Zealand.
Was that good?
No, that's Long Way.
Well, what?
That good is gold here. Long Way is gold in New Zealand. And finna be gold in Australia. We are screwing up. We gotta, if the industry is done with us, shout out to everybody who still got their situations, work your shit. Let them do their thing. But when you come back and independent, we should set a new foundation. We are lucky to be in this position to have this powerful product called hip hop down. To have this powerful product called hip hop back. We are blessed. We got it back. It's ours. We control it.
I don't know how much we value it though.
No, because we're always on the trend of what's next. But that's a mistake.
Why is that a mistake?
Because at the end of the day, this is still valuable. Jazz is still valuable. The only difference is jazz didn't change when things changed. Not the music, but the marketing. See, sometimes when the industry turns its back on something, you don't really realize what it is you have. You just start treating it because like it's nothing. Oh, if they done with it, it ain't worth nothing. No, that's not true. The reason they turn their back on it is for a whole nother reason.
What would be the reason you feel like?
I didn't realize until right now. Sub Club was in the. I ignored the chat quite a bit. I actually locked in and paid attention for the most part, but I didn't know Sub Club was in the chat just trolling. Hold on, right there at the bottom. Family Matters is still coming the truth. I don't know who old boy is. He be in there just getting his little shit off. I don't know who this little fucker is. I missed it. It's in capital fucking letters. I was high though. I was high. You lucky bastard. Hey, I'd be liking to go at it with people in chats when they started though. When they started, oh yeah. Don't let me know I'm in a chat where the mod give kind of like they got a relatively long leash. They not quick to get you up out of there. Oh. And if I know that the people in the chat kind of want to do it too, but they just ain't have enough whatever to make that leap, just tag. I'm in there. Boy, I'm in there. Like, I ain't peeped that till I was sitting here just looking at the corner of the screen. Like, I was really trying to see what's going on with Trap. Trap had a couple of moments where he looked like he was just like out of there. But then I caught that shit in the corner. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Okay, that's a sneaky nigga snuck in there. All right. I'm gonna have to freeze this frame. You know what? I'm gonna write this down because I don't want to push this button. If I push this button to take a screenshot of this so I can do what I want to with it later, and the video mess up, I'll be mad. I'm gonna be mad. So I'm gonna write down the time. I got notes on top of notes on top of notes. 127:45. 127:45. Oh, just like that. That's taken care of. Okay, let's go. I had to write that down so I remember. Jesus Christ. Oh man, my memory is shot. What up, dude? You know I'm up. I'm up. Doing my usual. Doing the Lord's work. Oh, let me get to it.
No, that's not true. The reason they turn their back on it is for a whole nother reason.
What would be the reason you feel like?
I'm salty as fuck. All of us, it was a bunch of us because we went from literally, I timed my stream to where we had like 10 good minutes to do whatever real quick and then head over to G Stream because we thought it was some trolls would be in there on some bullshit, right? This nigga got his shit off and I didn't even see it. That's crazy. And he always, and I should have known because he's that sub club ass always in that chat. And I wasn't paying attention. I was locked in on the conversation. God damn, I'm salty that nigga got that shit past me because he just be. Like, I ain't never really been a jump rope guy. Like, you know how two people had a rope and they I've never been bold enough to see if I don't think I can make that. That's not for me. I feel like being in G's chat be like that because it be when the OVOs come outside and they be in the chat, it's like you waiting your turn to see who gonna get in there. Like, okay. I want to emphasize I said the single rope, not the double rope, because that's double Dutch. I don't double Dutch, bro. I make sure I clear that up because I can see somebody, yeah, I heard you double Dutch with motherfuckers. Boo, boo, boo. Man, don't do that shit to me, bro. It's that single rope. Damn it. Hey. It was so fucking funny. Because like I don't know if you ever seen like a mini mob, and we all kind of went like it was like at the same time. So it was just like you see all of us checking in all at the same goddamn time. It was some funny ass shit. It was some outside shit though. It was cool. I did what I was supposed to do because one stream ended. We had this gap in our day. Motherfuckers needed to fill. I had a lineup kind of semi already ready anyway, so I only had to add like 2 more things. So that's the only reason I was able to, all right, fuck it. Just go add 2 things, add some funny at the end, get going. Like, I bet you I sleep like a baby tonight though, because I still managed to pull this one off. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Because money go with money, bro. So if Trump is the president and America's in a state where they extra racist, we're going to push country music. Simple as that. Yeah. We're going to push country music. Everybody going to follow the money. Not just racism, but it's just the money. Everybody going to follow the money.
I remember when son came to me, when people came to me and told me that this shit was taking place like 3 years ago. They told me that shit.
I can't hear you.
Coach?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Nah, I said like it was like 3 years ago where when my man came to me and told me that was taking place.
All right.
They was bringing other shit in. They was bringing
look how they push
international
NASCAR even further to the forefront. Look how they push it.
There you go. What's that? That's the little Pinocchio face. Yeah, little Pinocchio face. See, he was getting his shit off. He was getting his little shit off. I apologize to the YouTube ecosystem that I participate in, because it's like a nice, good sized group of us now. It's dope though. We like almost like a little gang. We're not a gang. I'm gonna be clear, because YouTube like you a gang, which we like a collective of people with similar interests, and we just go around doing little shit. You never know where we pull up next. So we all get over here, and I feel like I'll let y'all down, because I was supposed to snipe and see this shit. Like, he got that shit smooth off. I fucked up. God damn. Oops, god damn it, do better. Bro. Fucking sub club, man. We went in there with a mission of keeping them, make sure they pipe down. Don't do too much in here today. We not in the mood. I'm gonna do better, y'all. I'm gonna do better. Let's get to it.
All of these kind of things that have been deemed in America as American to the forefront. Part of it is who the president is. You see how fast, soon as that nigga got in office, all these people stopped all that shit where they was empowering other people that wasn't American?
That's what I'm saying. International shit.
They started, what's the thing called? You know what I'm talking about?
What's that?
The thing they was boycotting Target about?
DI.
DI.
Yeah.
That's for people that's not American.
I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. We got what we needed out of it. We got what we needed. But as always, man, if you don't know about Glass Malone, you don't know about No Ceilings, man, what rock have you been under? Get over there, subscribe, check it out. It's kind of hard to like know what's going on without keeping this show. I'm not even saying it just to say it. For real, if you think about it, it's kind of hard to know what's really going on if you don't watch G. Something somewhere throughout the week ends up coming from over there, right there. So add it to your rotation. Now, Miss HUMMUS been like, MIA. She been having to take care of some things. We all got shit to do beyond this YouTube shit. Like, want some real shit, but I figured I could since I'm just getting to stream, right? I want to revisit something. I don't think I was streaming yet when this video was up. It's not old, but now's the perfect time for this message. Let me see, when was it? This was 2 months ago. sometimes messages get out there earlier than when we were really ready to take them in. Now's the time for this message right here. And it works out perfectly because she needed a break real quick to take care of some things. So here we are. So shout out to Miss HUMMUS. You got a message out before we was ready. But here it is.
Listen,
let's go.
There are people who make their living off of YouTube and clicks, and I get that. Like, I understand that. I am. Do you?
Hold on, because I don't want to miss this. Hold on, let me read this. What you say? Reminds me where he is. Continues. Hey, you know what? You got it. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. It's almost like how it's dead. It's dead ass the same shit. Like we pulling up at all the same little spots and shit, and we pre-coordinating shit. And you ever sit and watch? I ain't started doing it until I really got to doing like the streaming part, right? Normally I would watch stream, and when they say, all right, I'm out of here, stream in, I usually cut out before you get to that last little part. Once you indicate to me the stream is over, I usually get out of there. Now, what I be doing is, all right, I'm out of here, the stream over, and I sit there. Them last couple of minutes before they kill the chat shit too, you find out what everybody, hey, such and such streaming. Hey, you going? It's like the that spot in high school where everybody go to get the information. Like for me in high school, not the gym, but like the walkway or whatever. Tour. It was like this big grand ass for my high school walkway towards the gym. That walkway is where we all kind of like congregated to find out what we do. If you go into class or you about to go smoke or whatever, you know, like that centralized location. That's where the tail end of chats. That's what they are. Like it's a perfect example of community. It's dope as fuck to see. I enjoy fucking participating in it. It's fun as fuck. Like, this is how we have fun in our 40s and 50s and shit now. This is what we doing. That's the only plot. Look, crazy thing you said there before I get started. That's the only thing we can't do. We ain't got no place to meet up to fight. We all everywhere. That's the only part missing in this scenario that we talking about right now is that place you go, you know. I don't care if it's the flagpole, the football field, because my high school football field, and I don't mean under the bleachers, because our football field was kind of like off in the tuck off, a little ways back from the school. Wasn't nobody paying attention to that because it was houses on this side and the rest was just empty. It was blocked or whatever. So that's the only thing we don't got where you go get somebody put some hands on you. Outside of that, everything we mimic it, every aspect of what we used to do back then. You are dead ass correct. Kudos to you. Tip of the cap. I did not see that correlation until you fucking just mentioned it. Damn. I'm out here looking up videos and reading little articles and shit on how to install fucking plugins. I didn't know what a plugin was for this OBS computer shit. Look, I'm trying my best to adapt so we don't fall behind. And look, your boy was learning. I read a manual, books and shit. She's trying to kick it with the cool kids, goddamn it. But let's get to Miss Hummus, see what she got to say. I think y'all gonna like it.
YouTube and clicks, and I get that. Like, I understand that. I am.
It was a
boo,
blast.
Right?
It was a blast. I look back at that time
which used
with
to be one of my
very
favorite
high
things to do
reverence.
because they're so stupid.
Like they had never
They're so
understand
easy
what
to
that shit
troll.
was like. It was so
So I
fucking
feel like if we're
fun.
giving energy to any of this, like how do we cut the cancer out? So let's just say you have a wound or you have cancer or you have something, right? And the doctor is telling you specifically, okay, heart disease. You have to stop doing X, Y, and Z to cure your heart disease. You have to stop eating fast food. You got to cut back on your sodium. You cannot eat sugar and you need to walk, right? Like you need to exercise, right? If you don't do those things, you're never going to get better, right? The disease is not going to go away. We talk about wanting to get these people out of our culture. We talk about when is it going to happen? But if we keep talking about them, aren't we like not doing the thing the doctor told us to do, which was to stop eating sugar and salt and exercising? It's like we don't want them here, we want them gone. But every time we cover them and we talk about them and we review what they're doing, we're perpetuating their presence in our culture. And I don't know what the solution is, because a lot of these people depend on their YouTube channels and their social media as a living. And if people are clicking on that, whether it is to hate or to show love, I mean, that's their, that's how they feed their family and themselves. But
Here's my issue. I get what she's saying. I love she broached this conversation. We get, especially lately, especially those of us of a similar age, we have been on our goddamn soapbox talking about integrity and how it should be and what you need to be able to sacrifice for the greater good of hip hop. And don't let us have this energy for these fucking artists, expecting them to show some backbone, stand for the art, not the bag. And then fellow content creators choose the bag over interacting with this thing called hip hop in a proper way. However you choose to give your snapshots of what's going on in this thing we call hip hop or black culture, because I'm a black culture guy. Eventually y'all gonna start getting some more movie stuff. I'm gonna start getting into that, but movies be a lot more touch and go, because what good is talking about a fucking movie? I ain't got a movie clip or something to show you. It's for nothing. We too old for imagination. Give me some goddamn clips. So I'm learning the proper way to go about navigating that. So I do got that coming too. But I'm always against sparing one and not sparing the other. If we not sparing these highbrow as celebrities, I'm just gonna say celebrities because it'd be actors, it'd be musicians, all these people of a higher lifestyle for not representing whatever they're doing in the proper fashion, whether it's taking acting roles that show us in a poor light, doing music that is of poor quality, and the message is showing us in a poor light on top of being shitty. Perfect reason to kick they back in with as much vigor as possible. But if it's channels who go about this hip hop space promoting the bullshit that we don't want to hear about, that shouldn't be around, all that shit, that same fucking vigor you have for that artist, you should have for that motherfucker too. This is the simplest shit ever. I'm so glad Miss Hummus brought it up. On your shit. We can't look. Again, Going back from the beginning of the video. It's a reason I'm choosing to not dive more into this Killer Mike thing because there are real feelings behind that topic. If you don't know, if you did not watch Culture United, to see the tone in that conversation, it didn't belong in the nighttime. I want us to have fun, have some conversations, reminisce. We do a lot of reminiscing on the Late Show. And that's cool. If we could sit back and talk about when shit was dope, why the fuck not? Shit, smoke up, drink up, whatever you doing. Drink some coffee because it is in the morning. Whatever, but we about to at least enjoy some memories, some laughs, some something around this bitch. So that conversation was so heavy. I'm like, man, it didn't belong in the night. So we gonna have a whole separate, I don't know, I'm gonna try to do it sometime tomorrow. But that is gonna be like maybe an hour live of just that topic. And we're gonna have to include Jay-Z in that shit too. That's gonna be the show. There won't be nothing else. I might throw something funny at the end because that's what I do. Because I want us to leave all conversations with the laugh or something humorous or something before we get out here and do what we got to do. But look, enough with the excuses. No more excuses. We can't get out here in these YouTube streets. A lot of us talk about culture change and pivotal moments, and we using all these bold, strong ass words. Here we are. Time to put the, rubber to the road. If the conversation need to get to a point where we like collectively thinking like, do we need to not be fucking with Killer Mike? We'll talk about it then. But hey, we did it. To do it in front of, nope, I'm gonna save it. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to half-ass it because I'm almost certain this conversation, I'm gonna make sure I'm not smoking at all. And y'all ain't never see me do a show ever and not smoke. I picked my job based on the ability to make sure that as long as I can smoke, I can do my job. I ain't gonna fuck up the money. But that conversation is heavy enough. That was a heavy conversation. But let's keep going. Let's get to it.
I'm going to say is that's why you don't see me covering a lot of this stuff. However, my only source of income is not from YouTube. I don't know what the answer is, but I wish that there was a call to action.
Oh, you didn't see you didn't see it. You didn't see it. The cool part is Justin always timestamps every section. So you'll be able to easily find the section you need to get to. It got heavy. It got really, I would almost say uncomfortable for a minute. For a serious conversation like that, what it turned into, for a couple of minutes, I sat there because you could, you look at somebody's face, you could, Elle's face, her demeanor, wow. Now, I'm not faulting her because she's standing on her convictions, but I feel like I was smart enough to know that tonight was just not the night. I wanted to be able to drink and smoke and chill and not have to be intellectual all the way. The rest of this shit I could do in my sleep. But that right there required me to really be on my shit. So we'll get to it.
IR people, like, go and support real journalistic channels that actually talk and speak about our culture. And like, don't force their hand to talk about the gossip, because that's why these people are still relevant. I 1000% guarantee you.
Hey, it was
if something were to pop up with the DJ who doesn't spin or the mall or any of those idiots over there, right?
I'm not gassing
and
you.
we didn't cover it at all. No tweets, no YouTubes, no articles, no commentary, nothing. Within a month, they wouldn't even matter. They wouldn't matter. Say there's a celebrity that goes in there. It wouldn't matter. If we're not covering, we make them relevant. We as a culture make, especially the online community, we make them relevant.
I always wonder, right? I be seeing people doing direct reactions to a Joe Budden or not Joe Budden, because Joe Budden, I say Joe Budden, because I link these motherfuckers together because it's my friend. How was Joe Budden's friends with academics? That'd be blowing my mind. But directly doing commentary on academics, on an Aiden Ross. What's that other little round fella? I can't think of his fucking name. They're profiting off the bullshit. To some degree, I be feeling some type of way. But also, I have to admit my flaw as a creator. I use the person who react directly to the other person that I'm not trying to react to when they say something that needs to be discussed. Well, I'm not about to go to your channel because, like, I don't fuck with you. But you chose to be a goofy and go over there and directly, you know, rock with him like that, give him to help his views continue to rise to where he consistently be number one on these fucking hip hop media commentator charts or whatever the fuck they call that shit. Every year he up at the top. Every year. Why? Because look. But I react to the motherfucker who react to him, thinking I'm doing some good because I ain't pull up on your channel, nigga. I could be a fool too. I could be sitting here thinking I'm doing good and I'm really not because, well, I'm still talking about the goofy motherfucker. Even though I don't agree with him at all and nothing he does, I'm still talking about it. Yeah, I might not be directly tapping into his shit, but does me picking a proxy to do it unofficially, does that justify it? Does that make it fucking better? When I say stop with the bullshit, I'm talking about me too. Y'all, look. These are the moments you like, hey, bro, I get you trying to justify some shit, but you on some bull. You low key like closet fucking with him. If that's the case, then see, now I got a problem. I need to adjust some shit. I don't know if other people who make content have these conversations with their audience or with themselves. Like, hold on, is my moral compass correct? Even though I think I'm doing right by, like, I'm not directly fucking with you. I'm fucking with somebody I do fuck with, kind of, sort of, but I wish they wouldn't fuck with you. But I need them to fuck with you so I can cover the story. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go about making a loophole that fits me, but then the same other motherfuckers that I don't like use this same loophole to do all the little shit that they do. It does lead to this motherfucker getting all his streams and views and shit that we don't want them to have. We want these let's be honest, we want academics to just a fucking peer. That requires his viewership to go down in the toilet. Aiden Ross viewership to go down in the toilet. That means people not clicking. That includes the people that we use to get said story. So do we cut just like is the right thing to do in this scenario is for all parties involved? That's bad. That's not cool over there. Leave it be, and we just rock like that. Neither of us get the score. You don't get the direct scoop of what's going on, and that however, what hour, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever, those of us who choose not to directly engage, find out, get the story via you, we do our thing. That whole chain has to go. I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Does that whole change just need to go? That's how we deal with it? Does adding in the fact that a lot of people have monetized channels that have grown to a point where tapping in to academics, tapping in to a AfterHours and all them other goofballs leads to the money? Do that change the situation at all? Because one could say these rappers wearing dresses and skirts and weird shit and pictures with bleached skin and like all this weird shit. I was sitting here in silence for that couple of seconds just thinking like, what's the weird thing you're going to name next? And there was so much rushing in my head at the same time. I was like stuck. I'm just stuck. They do all that weird shit to sell these fucking albums. Kanye West out here wilding out. Getting the money though, ain't he? They had them shows, ain't they? Goof Troop. Straight look. We gotta start building some parameters. I see how these conversations starting to percolate. That's why I brought this back up. But like, oh, Miss Hummus got something going on over there on her channel that I didn't get a chance to even watch. Anyway, bet. Let me check it out. It was perfect timing. Because these conversations starting to percolate up a little bit more. I don't know. Because people just be in their habits. People be in their habits so bad. Because what we really ask is for people to break habits. That habit of just tuning into academics. Or listen to an artist that's just terrible in every way for hip hop. Don't take it serious. Treating hip hop like a whole hustle. All that shit. We really break it. We trying to break habits.
They're irrelevant because we report on it. They're irrelevant because we retweet. I mean, I was guilty of it too. I don't do it anymore. I stopped engaging. We make them relevant. I even had bookmarks of the DJ who doesn't spin, but I'm like, isn't that counterproductive to what my point is? So I'm not even going to show
him the DJ
we just have to
spin.
And when I say we, I'm not talking about the creators because I have seen a couple of creators not talk about
it's accurate as fuck, but
the drama and the gossip stuff, and their videos don't do as well.
I gotta hurry up and finish learning how to DJ.
They don't have all the likes. They don't have all the views.
I'm gonna come on here and prove to y'all that I can actually physically DJ.
Right? They try.
And after that, I mean, I
think the only one who stuck to his guns was Curse King. He's like, I don't go.
Fuck it. I'm DJ.
I ain't covering the light bright. He refused. Good on him. But, I get it because this is,
But I spun more records
how I make money.
than the DJ.
So I also think that we take responsibility for that as a community. Because if we're not going to show them support and we're not going to click and we're not going to leave a comment and we're not going to watch it because it's not part of the news cycle, then we're never going to get these people out of our culture because we're the ones that keep them alive.
I need to cut my saw. I ain't cut it. Look, you think I cut my saw? Don't tell nobody because I don't want her to find it. If she watches this video, I'm busted. I'm hoping she skip this one. I keep a tiny little thing of Lowry seasoned salt and my tiny little salt because I like ground up salt. Keep them tucked away somewhere close by. They always touching shit. I always go in there and try to get the seasons and shit. Then I ain't got it. just keep my own little. And I'll take it a step further. I keep me a little. This ain't got nothing to do with salt, but keep me a little hot sauce. Because I don't like going in there when I need hot sauce, it's not in there. These niggas ate up all the goddamn hot sauce. Fuck, I'm gonna do with these wings now. Y'all ate all the goddamn, you selfish motherfuckers. All right, I got that out. There ain't too many things worse than you really want that hot sauce. You really need that hot sauce. You know this hot sauce about to make whatever you eat crack. And you go in there and get that shit, and it's not there. And I'm already considered crazy because I like my hot sauce in the refrigerator. This motherfucker talk about some, no, the hot sauce go in the cabinet. Man, put the hot sauce in the refrigerator on the door. Call me crazy. That's where I want my hot sauce.
So we need to do better, including myself. Like whenever T go crazy, the crew, screw. I don't F with No Life Shack. I just cannot with him. He said it was dope the way a white man said nigga, and I was like, all right, I'm done with this. Bye-bye.
Wait, who said
Ain't no way. But I was like, all
what
right,
happened?
I'm Shack. I just cannot with him. He said it was dope.
Wait.
He go crazy, the crew, screw. I don't F with No Life Shack. I just cannot with him. He said it was dope the way a white man said nigga, and I was like, all right, I'm done with this.
I asked Ms. HUMMUS about this.
Bye-bye.
What'd she say?
Ain't no way.
She scores it.
But I'm saying they always cover Coast Contra. If you go look at the views, they're not there. If Drake or Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole or any of the Acadiddler, if any of those things are in the thumbnail or in the title, there's the views. We want real hip hop to be popular again, but when they are covering real hip hop, there's nothing. There's nothing.
I'm so glad she be bringing up stuff I be wanting to talk about. This is how I go about broaching conversation. I find something that does it for me, and then I can take it from there. It's bothered me for some time. Believe it or not, I've been at this for a little minute. This channel died once, and it just got revived by it annoying me that I quit. It was just like stabbing me. So I was like, all right, I gotta get back to it. Since then, I just gone through my ups and downs. But this is the one thing that's always really bothered me. When I look at channels, right? And their videos are nothing but just nonstop Drake. One or the other or both. That's it. They don't take the effort or chance to talk about anything else. Anything else. Channel doing well. They got all these views. They got these hella subscribers. And that's it. That's the story. Well, there's some of us out here actually trying to cover other things or some sort of creative way to express how we feel about hip hop or black culture. Throw that out there too, because I fall under the black culture umbrella. But that shit be bugging the fuck out of me. Like, you just riding this wave for as much as you can until what? Like, in the meantime, they're eating up space within the ecosystem that should be for those who are actually doing something other than Kendrick Lamar videos and Drake videos. Nah, fucking stop. Nah, fucking stop. 2 and 3 shows a day of Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And they might sprinkle some Cole in there. Insert one more person. They might, you know, if they worthwhile. And that's it. Once in the blue moon, they have they talking shit video on there. That's the basis of the channel. Like, what the heck? How y'all cheat code y'all way through the system where it's motherfuckers, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm building it to be something. It ain't done yet. It's looking better. I'm happier now with it than I was with it yesterday. I just don't get it for the life of me. I don't get it. They don't have to take no chances. They don't have to grow or learn or develop as anything. Just the same farter. Just or here's the new trend. And then we can move on to the next thing because we almost done with the show. The new trend, if you pay attention, is send me your music. Motherfucker, why? What you about to do with it? This has been on my heart. This is why I have the night show. This is where I bring this. And I have y'all to let me know, oops, you tripping. What the fuck you about to do with it? This be motherfuckers that don't even be like music producers or at least been an A&R before, some kind of something. This be regular smuggler motherfuckers sending me your music reviews. The fuck you smoking? What? I don't like playing with the hopes of somebody. It's not funny, but I had a homie that he believed in his music so hard, so deep. He started in his early 20s. I mean, he made it to his late 30s still thinking he about to get on. He never did more than a couple little local shows, like 2 or 3 local shows. That was it. That's the extent of his fucking rapping career. But he was willing to take that shit to any motherfucker that sold him a glimmer of fucking hope. That's my issue. Don't build up hope. Hey, send me your music. If you ain't got no avenue to get this shit to somebody that can make some decisions, or you yourself are not in the position to make some decisions, cut that shit out. That's some phony, fugazi, punk ass shit. Man, especially with this AI shit around, now you gotta follow their music. Maybe this motherfucker don't fuck with AI, but now you got the file. We don't know what the fuck you doing with it. That's weird shit. I've been watching this trend, and it's growing. Some of the weirdest motherfuckers asking for y'all music right now. Don't do that shit, man. If you can't research that shit and they got a clear avenue of helping you move on or getting it to somebody that can make some decisions, don't do it. Because you don't know what they're going to do with your music once you send them that file. Don't send a motherfucker shit. That shit weird. A good example, and I'm not saying it because I fuck with this channel, there's a couple more examples if I go and look. But okay, one that does do it, but I think it's in a positive way. Curtis King does it in a positive way because he's a producer for one. He has enough ties with motherfuckers that maybe can tell you something, or at the bare minimum, hey, let me tell you where you're going wrong, in my opinion. Now you can do with the feedback what the fuck you want to do with the feedback, but at least there's something somewhat tangible right there. Look at everything. Look at everything and everybody like they the motherfucker out for your music because they playing around. And you're gonna fuck around and look up at your sound as in somebody else's program and shit because you sent a fucking file thinking that was gonna be your key to getting on, and your ridiculous, dumb, thirsty ass just got hustled. That's why you gotta say stuff the harsh way. Stop playing with these people. They playing with you. He do it too. I be seeing that shit. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Now he gonna do with his channel what he gonna do with it, but that don't mean I gotta. What happens after? I mean, if you got a cash prize type situation, okay, I'm sending my music because I want that money. In that situation, fuck it. It is what it is. But if it's not a cash prize thing, or I can probably get you in front of this person thing, or I might be able to help you get some studio time thing. And no, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Be smart with your art. That's what I'm saying. Put some value to your guy. $35, man. If you doing like a battle off with random entries for music, man, if you not at least giving cats that full dollar, don't hold one. And I get it. I can't tell nobody to do with their money, but understand the time these motherfuckers put into their music, and don't dangle like it's like you dangling pennies. Like, remember bum fights? They were a couple little dollars, and like, it feel like that. Like you trying to bum fight them. Like, I got these couple little dollars, these twos and fews, fight. And then they submitting, giving you their work, and then it was like, okay, now I want these. I can go get me like a tuna sandwich or some shit, like Subway card. Like, be for real. Honor the time they put into their shit, man. It should be like required, nonetheless. Okay, maybe $50. Maybe I'm doing too much. Like $50, like something worth time. Like Subway bucks and shit. Don't do that, bro. That shit trash. This is Miss Hummus. Check her out. She been on like sabbatical, taking care, home type shit. We all be having to do it. I've been getting fussed at about it too, so I get it. So if y'all don't see me like for a day or two, like, oh, he had to deal with some shit. I'm gonna try to make sure that don't happen though. I'm gonna try. Let's get to our next topic. Our last topic of the night before we get to the funny. Oh, we're doing good time. We're gonna get out of here before 5. Protect your motherfucking art. Don't send nobody no shit that you ain't took the time to copyright. Whatever the fuck you gotta do to make sure you can prove it's legally fucking yours. Don't get hustled by a fucking thing. That's part of the problem. Hustling. And our own is getting in on the goddamn play and hustling too. And they just disguising it as, let me help you, my brother. Y'all whack motherfuckers. I see y'all grifting ass niggas. Like, y'all killing me, Smalls. Like, y'all turn song submissions into a trend and offer these motherfucking people shit. Like, that's crazy. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I had to get that off. That had nothing to do with the show. Like, it was not no pre-planned thing. I just in this moment, I just mentally got there to where I see the grift. Yeah, shady as fuck. I see the grift. Let's get to it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Help me take care of the YouTube police, or as I call them, job and family services. You know, they be in the business. YouTube be in the business too. I got Jay Nolan. Shout out to Rihanna. Ladies, y'all ever want an example of stand by your man? Rihanna it, boy. Be petty with me, baby. That's sexy. Be petty. Look, your petty ass about to have me. Be petty with me. Like, and she was, ooh, look. She wasn't Rihanna in this moment. She was Riri. This was that Riri shit. This the shit that had Chris Brown glitching and headbutting and shit. It was too much for him. So we got Rihanna going full-blown Riri. She done Super Saiyan herself. And now let's get to it.
To Rihanna, who yesterday or last night rather,
I be trying.
she made some interesting posts on her Instagram story, being out with ASAP Rocky.
I'm outside with the sinners. This is why I take this time.
And although
get my
I'm
shit
not going to
together.
sit here and
I'm
play the
outside
entire
with the
2-hour
sinners.
interview and just act like I have nothing else going on with my day, I am going
The
to talk
church
about
can't be closed
the
when the
main
sinners
talking
is
points
actually
that have been
outside. The
circulating on
church got to
social
be
media.
open. I'm open.
If you haven't seen the full thing for yourself, I suggest you go check it out. I know I will on my personal time. And we're also going to get into Rihanna, who yesterday or last night rather, she made some interesting posts on her Instagram story, being out with ASAP Rocky in Barbados. Looked like they was in a club or some sort of party. And she started backing it up on ASAP, which, I mean, that's not controversial. I mean, they've been locked in for a long time. They got kids together. Her backing it up on them in public ain't no big deal. But she ended up posting this video, and it says my ex in the studio. So there was a...
Real quick, before we dive all the way in this, we'll go back for 2 frames. You know, I be having these little weird little stories as I be hearing shit. It be reminding me of little moments. My homie said his woman, when he out in public, right? He ain't tripping. Just cause y'all like you chilling with your homie. He probably watching the show right now. Or he gonna spin back. I don't know what time is it. I don't know. Bro might be in the streets. Ain't no telling. It's time to be outside. But got a homie, right? He said in public, right? His woman won't put that thing on it. You know how women get, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how people intertwine with their woman out in public. But you know, once I had a couple little drinks, you know what I'm saying? You feeling good, she feeling good, you feeling good, she feeling good. She get to hearing her favorite song and she get to doing her favorite dance and she, you know, that. Says woman don't do that in public. She refused. No, it ain't happening. I told him I found that odd. Am I tripping as a friend? Like, I found that odd. Like, bro, y'all came outside to hopefully go home in the proper physical and mental mind state to do some things. That's the point of this trip. How else you gonna get your money's worth out that liquor and that weed? That's the payoff for both of y'all. Like, I'm hoping that's the payoff for her. Like, look, I'm out here in these uncomfortable ass shoes. You see, I can't really breathe in this top, but I got it on. I'm cute. You see, look. You know what I'm saying? She wants something off all of that work and effort and shit. If she done got her shit, you know, all together and shit. So why would you not? You know what I'm saying? That's part of the package of, hey, this is what happens before we get to the spot. And then I found that odd. Am I tripping? Did I tell him wrong? If I told him wrong, you can let me know. I'll go tell homie that, man, you know what? On second thought.
They got kids together. Her backing it up on them in public ain't no big deal. But she ended up posting this video, and it says my ex in the studio. So there was a guy in the background who was like watching over his shoulder, trying to like not be visible about looking, trying to see her backing it up. but she put a little caption next to him saying my ex in the studio, which clearly is Drake. You know, Drake watching them, feeling some type of way, you know, try to act like he ain't watching, but then he go in the studio and be rapping about them all on his fucking albums and has been for years. What I find very interesting is as she's put this out, there's a portion of the internet that's actually condemning Rihanna and coming down on her, talking about stuff. Oh my God, why can't she grow up? Why can't she move on? Why is she trolling Drake? She must really still want him. She's still thinking about him. But if you go,
hold on. Yeah, I know my style here on Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. My style here is to reduce things down to a everyday person, an everyday person level. If I reduce this math problem that we dealing with right now, because it's kind of a conundrum, so, for some of y'all, not for me, but let's reduce this down to what could possibly be wrong with a woman riding with her man. These are things we should be applauding. But God damn it. Sound like proper fucking messaging to me. Look like black and brown supporting black and brown. I can get behind that. I don't give a fuck how anybody else feel about it. All the other feelings but what about the timing or that feathery motherfucker over there been shooting shots and doing all weird shit for years. Years. This man was on trial for his life. He was still out there being a fucking weirdo. Oh, now we got a fucking problem. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the goddamn gun. So because it's not just Bugs Bunny, it's that what's the female bunny name? She came with him. Lola. Lola shooting at your ass too. Now you got a problem. You should have shut the fuck up a long time ago. And you didn't. We're not about to get to crying about chickens coming home to roost. Whatever that saying is. Shout out to chickens and farmers who got chickens. We ain't about to get to start accept this with like. All right. Let's see what these people got to say.
go listen to Drake's last 5 albums. What's the common denominator on there? Whiny ass lyrics, nasally ass voice, and Rihanna shade. There's other things, but 3 things you're gonna guarantee is those 3 things. So
the weirdest fucking little
matter
creature.
of fact, let's go ahead and pull it up.
I've
Can y'all
ever
tell
seen.
that I'm over the high schoolification of hip hop news.
Ever seen.
But another day, another story. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just play this shit.
I don't see the problem.
Oh, not the saxophones.
Is it me or them saxophones kill it for you? Like them saxophones, boy. if you ever need to invoke that certain type of move, drop them goddamn saxophones in the back of your goddamn clip. I need to put that on my board. Hold on, let me write that down. We gonna check this out. I'm gonna write down this note so that way I don't fucking forget. I'm gonna add that needs to officially go. This is the first one we actually pick it. This shit, I don't know how the rest of this shit got on here. I gotta keep my clap. I like that clap. But I got a couple more spots I need to program anyway.
Damn it! I ain't know that. I've been seeing this shit playing on mute. I didn't even know she put the saxophones on that motherfucker, man. God damn, we gotta run that back one time for the one time. Where she at? Look like that where she at, motherfucker. Where she at? Look like that where she at, motherfucker. Oh, man. It is so bad. It's so sad.
Sick.
Because it makes people so angry.
I know he's sick.
When the clapback comes.
He's sick.
When the clapback comes, niggas get mad. When the clapback comes, niggas start acting like little girls. But when he out here looking like a little girl, making songs, dedicating songs to both of them on his album. And it's one thing to be in a beef, right? Rappers beefing, dissing each other, taking shots. We used to that. That's old school shit. That's been around forever.
I ain't say it.
But a nigga rapping about the same woman that don't want to be with his ass for 10 years, that's not normal.
Okay. Here's the weird part, right? When you think about it in different angles, it gets weirder and weirder. And my mind be going there and shit because I'll be smoking. But picture this, right? A grown man trying to press another grown man about the acts he's having with a woman tied to another grown man. Staring, not staring, like that gawking shit. You gawk. Hope your neck break. Theoretically, I don't want to be. Oh, you were being a menace to do. Nope, I wasn't. Theoretically, I'm learning on the fly. I'm gonna learn it on the fly.
That's not normal. Imagine if Kendrick Lamar was out here still rapping about Shireen ass in 2026. That's not normal.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to still be.
Stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, let's get on with the show. She got her shot in, and I think it was very applicable. And you know homeboy saw it immediately. He probably saw that motherfucker as soon as it went up. Damn. Went back in the studio and made another one. So he could drop his 4th album of the year that nobody give a fuck about. Let's keep moving. So here we have a clip of A$AP addressing the whole...
Snuck that in there. You snuck that in there, you sneaky bastard. You, I see you. Jay Nolan don't be letting me down, y'all. Shout out to Jay Nolan. Doing the Lord's work. For y'all that don't know, Jay Nolan really be out here doing the Lord's work. I think Jay Nolan like a midday guy. But he does what you need him to do as the midday guy. There's roles for everybody in the ecosystem. I know my role. My role is the late night. I'm the primary late night in the ecosystem. For those who don't think that, you will come to soon understand that I am. It's all right. Just something to get used to. And then I'm sometimes morning. That's a hit or miss. I do that if, it's something that I can't. The only time you really get a morning is if it's something that I can't hold on to because I feel like it's like the story or topic starting to age in a way to where it's like, why are you talking about it now? So I'm like, okay, let me do this right now. But typically it's gonna be this nighttime shit. And I do like that 5 to 7 p.m. pocket. But to do a 5 to 7 and then turn around and do this 2 o'clock to, you know, whatever the fuck. Like, yeah. It's too close. So I'll be trying to switch them around. I will figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Drake of it all. Okay. And there's a couple of these, but here we go. As far as it pertains to Rihanna and the relationship and all that.
Here come
That's a
ASAP.
Harlem, man. Don't nothing compare to that.
Right.
Come on. She wasn't even like fucking with this, so I don't even.
Wait,
Look,
Rocky,
man.
hold on. You grinning, but I'm gonna just say the world. I thought you went and got the diamond. Where
Nah,
that?
these still tomorrow I'm going to get business.
Okay.
This temporary.
Okay,
I got
hold
my
on, Flacco.
permits.
Hold on.
What's up? Talk to me.
You took that girl.
I did not take his girl. Why you keep saying that?
And you know what's funny? I know
Him saying that was some goofy shit. We gonna keep it P always around here on Kush Equilibrium. Enough time has passed. Enough has been said about the Rihanna, ASAP Rocky, Pigeon Boy, triangle bullshit. We've heard enough of it. We heard it for years. It's plural. It's plural. We should be past this shit. For him to even ask is goofy. Just goofy in 2026. I'm saying we're gonna call people out on shit at every level, include motherfuckers doing interviews. You ask goofy ass interview questions that isn't prevalent to the time at hand. We should say something. That shit ain't got nothing to do with the here and now. He was being a fucking goofy. He needed clicks and views. So we gotta call him out on that. That was some whole ass shit, my nigga. Ain't nobody else gonna say it. Shit. Fuck you asking about her for? You mean to tell me, think about this for y'all, those of you who actually do fucking content. You mean to tell me if you got ASAP Rocky, there's a personal interview on your channel. You mean to tell me there's nothing else that can give you good traction for that fucking episode other than what's up with you and Rihanna? That's all you got? Then you a shitty fucking creator. Right? It's ASAP fucking Rocky. I don't think you'll be short on shit to fucking talk about. Plus, considering the fact that he not overly freelance, he was just seeing him giving interviews all the fucking time. The rarity of it alone is going to give you what the fuck you need. Have some pride. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. See why the night show is here? This ain't no daytime shit. This is nighttime shit. Here's another question before I keep going. What if ASAP felt some type of way and then, right in the kisser? Because you speaking on my woman. What if he did that? Would he have been wrong? Because he felt like that motherfucker was playing? Okay. Clearly, we ain't had the right interview yet. This is one of the many reasons why it saddens me Nipsey Hussle isn't here. I feel like he would have been that one that gave us that moment. Like, look, man, you was not about to sit here and play with me, bro. I don't see anybody else really doing it. Kendrick too much He's centered. Like a big part of what he preaches, staying centered and all, like not out of control and calculated and Let's see what else they're talking about before we get to the funny. Let's get to it.
You don't do it in public, but I know you grin sometimes like, yeah, y'all could put it in the songs. You can put it on Twitter. You can put it wherever you want.
Exactly. But my bitch is at home. But guess what?
And you know I said that because that's what you told Osiris when we was in Walgreens.
Yo, you're not gonna never let that go, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Okay, let's stay with Drake first. We'll come back to Osiris. You took his girl.
I didn't. He wasn't, look. You know? I mean, look, I'll let you tell it. If that's what you want to say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's like football. If you fumble and the star player pick it up, you can't really be mad.
You said it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
By the way,
I think really and truly, like, it's weird that, like, everybody done moved on with their lives and, like, motherfuckers is still strung up on that shit. Like, it's just bugged out to me, you know what I'm saying? And the weird internet antics and the smear campaigns and all that, we see right through that shit. Like, that's why I just be like, oh, I ain't responding to that. That's fair. Like, that shit come and go. You know what I'm saying?
So when he dropped Iceman and he said, your girl didn't post your album,
that's stupid.
But then you still went to number one. Wait. We have to
wait, let me say this. Okay. This is the problem, though. If she would have posted my album, everybody would have been like, you only went number one because your girl posted, She not on my fucking album. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Don't y'all love it with common sense? Like, just kind of presents itself. Just like, bam, what's happening? Hello, common sense and shit. We would have got the same rhetoric. Y'all remember the conversation when it was announced that, why am I blanking? SZA. See, I was gonna figure it out. When SZA was announced for the Grand National Tour, right? The first thing we heard was, he only gonna be able to sell. He only doing this the stadiums because he got SZA with him. She helped him sell the tickets because he can't sell it out. Rihanna would have did anything, posted anything, said anything. We would have got that same recycled bullshit. Dead ass. Same exact bullshit. Wouldn't have gave that man no credit. If we were sitting here talking about his album on some album of the year type shit, we would have gave her the fucking credit for it. Correction, y'all. That would just that's a complete dismissal of him. If we was at that point where we were really having that conversation, like, could he possibly have album of the year? And she had posted some shit or whatever the fuck, promoting that fucking album, that fucking project. Y'all little hootie hoos. Creepy ass little birds. Who likes a bird that make their neck do all this extraterrestrial shit? That's creepy. That's not even a bird you supposed to fucking like. Doing all this Matrix, chop your neck off shit. I don't like owls. How about that? As a bird person or a record label. I ain't even go. All right, let's go. We almost do
what
this.
single she supposed to be posting? She posted my album.
We got about a minute, and then we gonna get to the funny.
But can I just do something
Then
real
we
quick?
get up out of here.
Give it up for a number one album.
Thank you. We worked so hard for that.
We didn't even have time to celebrate.
We ain't had no time to
All right. So he's just saying what sensible human beings have been saying this whole time. You're doing all the internet antics. You're doing the smear campaigns, which, again, this keeps coming up. Glass and Malone said the smear campaign going on against YG that homeboy's behind. He say Drake is running the smear campaign. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can believe what y'all want. I can't prove it. But what I can say is, y'all know these hip hop pages. Y'all know these hip hop pages are not posting for their health. Just because they got a blue check does not mean that they posting and getting big money off of them posts. These people are getting 200 million views, cashing out $400. That's not where they're eating from. These niggas are being fed information, fed content, fed Kalshi, or Kalshi, however you pronounce it, promos. They were being fed steak advertisements. They
I ain't
doing
all this
market
shit.
posts. Who's rapping about all this shit?
I ain't all this shit right here though. Real talk. What the fuck?
That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? Niggas can say what they want.
I guess I gotta do some diving.
In the middle of the motherfucking Kendrick.
I can't
and
do
Drake
it tomorrow.
battle,
I gotta listen
y'all
to some
remember
music.
that website that
I
went
gotta
up?
listen to some
That was
music. I
trying
got
to
some
rehash that
music
old
I have to listen to.
stale ass story about Kendrick allegedly beating up on Whitney. They had a whole website. So it wasn't just that nigga rapping about it on Family Matters.
remember
There was
that.
a whole website where they was trying to reinforce this
remember
shit with
that
old
shit.
videos and old motherfuckers who was speculating about who did what. And that was like the beginning of the
We don't talk enough about how much bullshit got really thrown. Not just Kendrick way, but Whitney's way too. And I don't really want to get to talking about another man, woman. So that's the last time I say her name, but just so you know who I'm talking about. But she don't rap. She's not about to go get no booths. And that's a fucked up position as a man to be in, because yeah, you already beefing with this nigga, but now it's an extra layer of something, because there ain't nothing worse as a man, your woman looking at you like, nigga, you not gonna do nothing? Just think about it on a us level, because we be making people so much grander than what the fuck they really is. Kendrick and his old lady, just regular motherfucking people. They just got money. That's it. That's it. They go through shit still. You don't think there was a moment, no moment ever between them two, like, nigga, you're not gonna do nothing? Or he felt that tension in any kind of way, like, okay, yeah, I already got an issue with your motherfucking ass, but now, you just locked me in on something I don't have a choice but to do. Even if in the event he didn't want to, like, I gotta look this motherfucker in the face and like, you know what? I thought better minds would prevail if we just figure something out that's good for everybody involved. And I'm sure he and me, like, what the fuck we talking about?
like the hip hop.
I think we got just
smear
about what
website
we need for this
was
talk.
there. I was like, what the fuck is this? And since then, we've seen a bunch of them. I'll admit, that fucking inverse wire shit that was about Grand Wizard Chat Asian, that website ain't there no more. I find that to be suspicious. I'm not gonna lie. You know, do I believe Charlamagne was behind it? Not particularly. I don't know who was behind it, but somebody was, because when you put inversewire.com back,
I don't be caring about that shit. I don't be caring about that shit. All that extra weird money, whatever. I can't track somebody money, and I'm not about to act like I can. When y'all figure out what's going on with all the funny money and shit, give out a final story, and then we'll talk about it around these parts. We ain't about to go get the chasing these weird side quests. Like, I'm cool. We ain't doing that shit. We got better shit we can talk about. All right, we reached our funny part of the night, so we can get up out of here. Either go to bed, or if you got to get up early and you just up because you know, whatever. This is our funny. Going to Minks for our funny, because this shit is funny. I'm trying to sleep. It's appropriate for the time, because typically y'all motherfuckers would be asleep right now. Now, since we made it to the comedy, for those of you that were in the back of the room this time of night, doing whatever y'all was doing, but had the show on while the rest of us was in the room, that's disgusting. Just want to say that for the record. You owe us at least a motherfucking subscription or a like. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to really get in the comments because you might not have clean hands. We ain't got to talk about it. But we was here. Well, yeah, I was doing that. But welcome. Get you some water, some juice. I'm sure one of y'all thirsty. If not, something went wrong. We're at the comedy part of the night, y'all. My man Minks trying to sleep. We're going to see what's happening with this. I think we're going to find this enjoyable. You ever be sleeping over somebody's house? Somebody in their house all extra loud and shit. I've been through this before when you spent the night at somebody's house for whatever reason. Got a sister in the house or some shit that's loud, or your brother can't take care of himself, so he still stay there. He all extra loud and shit. This goofy ass. Or got a whole bunch of kids and shit that just stomping through the house. You know, you told me I could kick it over here, man. I'm on the couch and shit. You know I'm down here. Why you let these babies keep coming through this kitchen and shit? Want juice and fucking Rice Krispie treats, cereal and shit. And then why you tell me I can stay if you know they're going to be making this goddamn in my home?
Hey! Nigga, if you don't turn your damn feet down, there's people trying to sleep.
Who is you?
I'm Jamal's cousin, Bridget.
Wait. I'm the one that live in this house. I pay all the bills in here. You don't tell me to turn it down.
So what, nigga? But Jamal my cousin, which means I'm your company too.
Let's do this math. We're going to work through this math together. So his cousin lived there. But that's the nigga that pay all the bills. Is his cousin allowed to tell somebody they can spend the night? That's where we at so far. I mean, do his cousin pay anything? Pay at all? That matters. We're not going to pretend like that don't matter. You know when my granny started treating me differently in the house? When I paid for something. Because at the time I was shacking up, you know what I'm saying, had some babies and shit, so she you want to walk around here like a man, that you in my shit, you need to pay one of these motherfuckers real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. If your mans don't do that, he kind of sets you up to fail out the gate. You're not even supposed to be here. He kind of here, apparently, out of the grace of somebody else's kind heart. So, do with that what you will. Let's go.
So keep it down, Negro. Shit.
I don't think you understand me. This is my house. I own this.
So what? Do something. Keep it down in this damn house of yours, nigga. Shit. Before I start something.
Picture somebody talking to you like that in your house that was not invited by you, but by somebody else you let stay in that motherfucker. Somebody tell you in your house that you didn't invite them into to pipe down so they can sleep. A comedy can become a tragedy real quick. I don't know who this nigga think he talking to. I can see both sides because let it have been. No, I can't. I'm not even gonna hold you. I ain't never came at nobody like that when I was at their spot because I understood. I was taught early. Remember, if it ain't your house, you can always get put out of it. So I treat every place I enter that ain't mine like that to this day. And you don't talk to me like that, Miles, bro. It might get. If we good friends, it might not get there. But I'm just saying, like that's a violation. You gonna tell me to pipe down in my own shit? Is there a difference between a woman buying it? Hold on, did he flex?
Jamal!
Is there a difference between a woman's bonnet and a man's bonnet? Clearly, you understand why I'm asking because, as you can see, I'm the world's only man with no hairline. Take pride in that. I wear it like a badge of honor. I know my place in life. Like, all right, this is what you want out of me, my Lord. He wanted me to be strong. Nothing builds character and strength other than losing your hair at an early age in life. Still wanting to be able to go outside and find a way to get some cutty at night. You know what I'm saying? So it requires you to toughen the fuck up and work it out. And here I am now, sitting in front of y'all, thinking I'm the guy. That's kind of the end of that story. Let's see what's going on though. I froze that at an odd place where he retarded with his eyes all Chinese up. Let's go. That's a woman's bonnet. Okay, it's a man-woman bonnet. A man bonnet and a woman bonnet. Okay, I gotta check that out. I ain't know that. What the fuck is he doing? I wonder what time it is. That'll help.
Hey! What's up, man? Boy, if you don't shut your goofy, stupid ass up. My bad, man. I didn't know you was down here, dog. What's your name? I'm Bridget, Jamal's cousin. What's up, man? We ain't met yet. Nigga.
He extra aggressive. How you gonna be aggressive like you the bully in somebody else's shit? Like he taking a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? He taking a lot of damn it. I'm smart. I be knowing my words. God damn it. See, this is what happens when you do a show and you smoke. You sacrifice something. Write this down. Just in case some of y'all decide, I'm gonna do my own shit. Woo, woo, woo. No, if you do lettuce, there's some side effects that affect you sometimes. It's cool. We're gonna just keep moving with the show like it never happened. It's gonna come to me. I'm like, hey, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember what you're talking about no more.
Do it look like I want to meet you? Shut up. I'm sleeping. Be considerate.
I didn't see you. My bad, man.
What you doing in the living room anyways?
How you tell the motherfucker to be considerate?
You wash dishes at 5 a.m. Go to sleep.
Oh, it's 5 a.m.
Now.
This is a weird ass moonwalk out.
Who's this nigga up downstairs?
Okay, so we got some more context to the situation. It's 5 a.m. At least when that guy came down, it's 5 a.m. He didn't look at no clock, so we don't know how accurate it is. But we're going to go by the narrative of the story. It's 5 a.m. Does it matter that he just went off the way he did? A homeboy who apparently lives there? Or is at least the company of somebody else that lives there? If that's the case, it's a house with men who invite a lot of men. Maybe we should ask other questions, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep this night. Look, this night going cool. This night going just how I needed to go at night. But apparently it looks like he runs the downstairs area. That's his place, and that's the way he's treating it. Like, nobody comes down here. Nobody makes any noise that affects me down here. This is my area. That's what we should be going by. I'm assuming, like, this is my shit down here, downstairs.
Shit. Hey, girl, what you mean? Come on now. Hey, you just had to let me put the tip in. That's all I was asking. You know, hey, that's why you my BM.
Jamal!
You good? What's up?
Nigga, I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, shit, you up? Hey, can I call you right back real quick? Hey, you good? You good? Everything good?
No, I'm not fucking good, nigga. I'm over here having nightmares and shit. This the only time I get a chance to sleep. All the shit I done done, nigga, I'm having them dreams right now, nigga. The least you could do is be considerate, dude. Damn. All y'all niggas running up and down the stairs laughing, talking, washing dishes and shit. What type of household is this?
You right, Braves. My bad. I'm gonna stay quiet.
Shit.
Right. I'm gonna stay quiet. My bad. Go back to sleep, G.
So apparently, this the nigga that invited this motherfucker to the house to begin with.
Who raised you?
Who the fuck raised you, nigga? How you invite somebody to the house that you don't do shit in? You can't invite motherfuckers to the house where you don't do shit in. But there's some extenuating circumstances that we don't know about in this situation or story. We gonna go for it as it is. And yeah, what the fuck going on, bro? Taking some audacious steps within the household, especially pertaining to your rank within said household. You a visitor, nigga. You a visitor, motherfucker. You just an extended stay. We have pots and pans and shit for your use. It's an extended stay. You know, you go to the desk and I've been to an extended stay before. You know what I'm saying? A real nigga shit. Go down to the office and they give you honorary is not the word that I'm thinking of. What's the word I'm thinking of? Complimentary. Give you the complimentary pots and the pots and pans for your little room and shit. You go in there, treat it like home. Yeah. You just treating somebody's house like an extended stay. And they got the pots and pans already there. You didn't have to even get the pots and pans. You know what I'm saying? You probably ain't, I ain't even gonna go into that. It's cool. We ain't gotta talk about the other stuff. Let's see what's cracking.
Cousin!
Bridge, I'm just trying to get some coffee. What's up?
Nigga, can you do it quietly?
I'm gonna let it rock for a minute.
Okay, listen. I'm doing you a favor, G. Come on, man. I'm doing you a favor. You on our couch. This ain't my house or nothing like that. I'm doing you a favor. You should be a little bit courteous.
Okay, he trying to check in. It's a day $1 short. He already there, my nigga.
You said you don't want me around you that long. You said I got a couple of days, right? Well, could a nigga get a couple of days worth of sleep?
You right. That's on me.
Now we see how this nigga ended here. That's how that nigga ended up here. His cousin Saul. See? We know for a fact He never checked this nigga from the beginning and let him know that, look, hey, cuz, this is what it is. Now, if you want to stay, you're going to stay, but you can't, he ain't putting no parameters down. He was probably like, hey, cuz, I need somewhere to stay. I'm going through some shit. Motherfuckers looking for me, whatever. Oh, yeah, I got you, my nigga. Then he showed up at the door. Crazy part about life, right? I bet there's a whole bunch of goofy ass niggas like this right now. You can go to their house, just do whatever the fuck you want to in their house. They just gonna just eat that shit. In comedy, there is truth. And here's the truth. It's more than one of these little goofballs around. Go over their house, you put your feet up on the couch, put your shoes still on and shit. Just go in their refrigerator. Y'all not even tight like that. You just go in their refrigerator. Drink the last of the Tampico. Just sit the jug on the counter. You don't even put it in the trash. They're not even gonna trip. That's bad. That's just terrible. It's almost like bullying at that point. Like, man, damn, you just let me do whatever, man. The girl looked at any kind of. I ain't even going. We'll get back to the.
You at least want a cup of coffee?
No, I want a fucking coffee. Because you make it quietly, dude.
Okay.
Shit.
I'm gonna make it quietly. I got you. You go back to sleep. You go
Quiet
sleep.
coffee.
You good.
Quiet coffee.
All right.
Cousin, I'm finna beat your ass.
What you gonna beat my ass for, man?
Nigga, you don't know how to make fucking silent coffee?
Hey.
I'll show you how to make some damn coffee.
Brad, you ain't gotta do all that, G. Come on, man.
Yes, I do. I'll show you. Cousin, I'm finna beat your ass.
What you gonna beat my ass for, man?
Nigga, you don't know how to make fucking silent coffee? I'll show you how to make some damn coffee.
Brad, you ain't gotta do all that, G. Come on, man.
Yes, I do, because your ass don't know how to make coffee quietly.
Finna
Where the
beat
coffee
your
at?
ass.
It's in here, man. It's one of
See, you messing up already. Put the shit back. Close the cabinet.
Okay, all right, man.
This is how you make coffee quietly.
Okay. But that's
Shut up!
But Brad, just
nigga.
Hold on. I got something to say.
This button. That's how you make coffee. But can you shut up and do that, please? Yeah.
Is it just me? I could be tripping. This could be me tripping. But does that not feel like too much? It's too much like I'm sneaking to do shit in my own house. Even though we already discovered homeboy a leech, like he don't contribute at all. He there like just cause the strength that somebody just fuck with him. Like he like on an any day notice. Like so he ain't too special his goddamn self. But even still, at least I know it's confirmed that I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to sneak and tiptoeing through the house to do something. I'm not. Oh, hell no. First off, it's scientifically impossible. I weigh too much. I'm 6'5". I'm a big guy. Like me just out here. Blow out my ACL trying to sneak. You see me sitting here to some 48-hour live stream. Look, I ain't got nothing else to do in life. I can't go take care of business and nothing like that. I don't blew out my ACL out here. All that weight tiptoeing. Oops, done blew a flat. Like, wow. Out here. Yeah. Instead of this shit, I'm gonna be here, sitting here in the wheelchair. Now I'm be lower, gotta adjust my shit. Like, then I can't reach it because I can't stand up because I blew my ACL out. See, it's a chain of fucking events. Let's keep going.
That should be the only thing that's loud. Okay, make some more noise, and I'm gonna beat your ass. That's from our auntie. You gotta bring auntie in. Make some noise, and you gonna see. Branch, we ain't gotta beat. We ain't gotta beat.
Staring him down and shit. Mean mugging and shit. That's the cliffhanger. If you want to know what happened, you got to go check out Minks. The link is in the description. All that good stuff. Y'all know I'm proper with the links in the description. I don't be fucking around with it. I make sure everybody get credit for their content. Y'all see that? Y'all see that fade? Y'all know how long it took me to set that fade up on this channel? I don't like it now. Now that I see it in action, as I try to improve the channel, just little tweaks here and there or whatever I can do. Oh, I can take them off for a minute. Make my ears hot. Oh man. But shoot. Yeah, you know how long I spent working on that fade before we get out of here? It took me forever. Look, I was geeked too. Like, look, I could. I don't like it now. It don't fit the show. It don't fit the show. All that work for nothing. But at least I know how to do it and shit now, so I can fix it the way I want it to be. It'd be small shit that I be caring about. That people, y'all don't be thinking about this shit. I be looking at this shit when I watch it back to see how the show went. Like, they ain't go as well as I thought. It felt good in the moment, but I need to work harder on that. But we did good. What time is it? 5 a.m. on the nose. All right, we did good. We did good. Show update for today being, was it? It's Thursday now. Thursday. It's Thursday now. There will be no morning show. There will definitely not be a late night show for Thursday today. I appreciate you. You look. I do it specifically for whoever up. It just needs some shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't be having time to go check out all these channels and tap into all this shit. Motherfuckers got everyday fucking lives. So I'm like, okay, I got some extra free time. Now that I work a little less. Fuck it. But as long as I can deliver the shit my way and motherfuckers can rock with the way I deliver it, hey, I'm here. I mean, I'm here regardless. I'm arrogant. Fuck it. I be in this bitch talking to me half the time. I don't be tripping. When the people up and at it, they get to it. But as far as today, I want to emphasize Thursday because ain't no telling when motherfuckers watch this. Get the time frame. Like I said, no night show, no morning show. Maybe a 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.-ish one. No more than 2 hours. I really want to wrap up an hour and a half, but maybe 2 hours. The primary reason, the sole reason, is I got some music I need to tap into. I want to... Somebody from another live asked me about an artist, and then I'm like, well, I don't want to get into the habit of speaking on somebody because somebody in the moment asks me a question about them. Okay, well, if you really want my opinion, it's worthwhile to you. Whatever, cool. I wanted to put in the work to find out. So they shot me a couple of songs or albums or whatever. I'm gonna spend some time spending the block on that a couple of times tomorrow. Forming an opinion on that. Miss HUMMUS gave me a project to check out. Try to link up with her Friday. to possibly maybe could be doing my first venture out here in these YouTube streets beyond my own channel. So I'm excited for that. Looking forward to that. But I don't want to leave y'all out as far as tomorrow. So I'm gonna try that 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Because I know for sure Friday is going to be nothing. Friday is going to be nothing. Unless you tap into that, as long as I'm actually able to do that with Miss Hummus. And then Saturday will be back to the morning and then the late night joint. I think that's all the little notes I got. It's all the little notes I got for right now. I am working on, because I know people fuck with different platforms. It's something Miss Hummus suggested. And after thinking about it, it's worthwhile doing. Is that simul streaming? I do have a Twitter account. Actually, real quick before we get out of here, I can show y'all this. Real quick. So y'all can see it. If you're looking for me in another place, I'm on Twitter at OTGWay. I don't know who fuck with Twitter. You might not, but you're looking for another place to catch me. I'm eventually going to start simul streaming to Twitter. So that'll be on at OTGWay. Just so you know. I think that might be all of the show notes for tonight. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help me take care of them YouTube police, or as I keep trying to tell you, just call them Job and Family Services. They be in the business. Appreciate y'all putting up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. I'm Oops Great. It's Kush Equilibrium. Till the next time, I get at you.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.